Welcome to Aeras, the world in which this campaign, Tyranny of the Dragonlords, takes place. Aeras is a relatively small but vibrant world filled with dozens of different humanoid races and cultures, each of which has a long and storied history going back through the ages. However, to give a brief history and to establish the universe in which you'll be playing, we need to go even further back than the multiple ages of life on Aeras. Countless eons before this planet even existed, before life in the universe even began, before even the cosmos took place, there was light and there was void. Unfettered by the confines of time and space, the light swirled across all existence in the form of a boundless prismatic sea. The ocean of light was dynamic and ever-shifting, yet as it expanded, some of its energies faded and dimmed, leaving behind pockets of cold nothingness. From the absence of light in these spaces, a new power coalesced and came to be, the Void. A dark and shadowy force driven to devour all energy, to twist creation inward to feed upon itself, the Void quickly grew and spread its influence, moving against the flowing waves of light. The mounting tension between these two opposing yet inseparable energies eventually ignited a series of catastrophic explosions, rupturing the fabric of creation and birthing a new realm into existence. In that moment, the physical universe was born. The energies released by the clash of light and void raged across the cosmos, raw matter merging and spinning into primordial worlds without number. For long eons, this ever-expanding universe, the Great Dark, boiled in a maelstrom of fire and magic. The most unstable energies coalesced into an astral dimension known as the Far Realm. Light and void collided and bled together at the edges of this realm, throwing it into turmoil. Although linked to the Great Dark, the Far Realm existed outside the borders of the physical universe. Even so, the volatile energies of the Far Realm would occasionally tear through the veil of the Great Dark, flooding into reality and warping creation. The cataclysmic birth of the cosmos also flung shards of light throughout reality. These shards suffused the matter of myriad worlds with sparks of life, giving rise to creatures of wondrous and terrible diversity. The most common form of life to appear on all the planets were the elemental spirits, primordial beings of fire, water, earth, and air. These creatures were native to nearly every physical world. Many of them reveled in the turmoil that held sway over the early ages of creation. While the universe that our story is set in is a vast one with a detailed cosmic history, we are starting on a small world in a distant corner of the Great Dark, far away from other planets that could harness life. The world would be known by many names throughout the ages, but the most common one would be known by the one it is today, Aeras. As the planet Aeras was in the early stages of development, elemental spirits roamed across the world's surface. Over the ages, these beings became ever more erratic and destructive. There would be some elemental spirits that would be tempered by the fifth element, spirit, but the vast majority that were not touched by the calming presence of this fifth element descended into chaos. Fire, earth, air, and water, these were the forces that lorded over the infant world. They reveled in unending strife, keeping the face of Aeras in constant elemental flux. For elemental lords, called primordials, powerful beyond mortal comprehension, reigned supreme over innumerable lesser spirits. Of the elemental lords, none could match the ruthless cunning of Zephyros, the endless wind. He often sent his elusive Tempest minions to spy on his enemies, and sow distrust amongst their ranks. Using feints and ruses, he would pit the other primordials against each other, only later to unleash the full fury of his servants on his weakened foes. The winds would howl and the skies would darken with storms at his approach. As lightning blasted the world's surface, Zephyros' whirlwind elementals would come screaming from the heavens, enveloping his foes in monstrous cyclones. I've never talked this much in my life. Incendious, the Lord of Flame, despised Zephyros' cowardly ways. Compulsive and brash, the Lord of Flame embraced brute forces to annihilate his enemies. Wherever he went, volcanoes would burst through the world's crust, spewing forth rivers of fire and destruction. Incendious longed for nothing more than to boil the seas, reduce the mountains to slag, and choke the skies with ember and ash. The other primordials fostered a deep hatred of Incendious for his brazen and devastating assaults. Thorena, the mountain, was the most reclusive primordial ruler. Ever protective of her children, she raised towering mountain ranges to ward off her enemies' assaults. Only after they had worn themselves thin against her impenetrable fortifications would the mountain emerge wrenching open giant chasms in the earth and sawing entire elemental armies whole. Those who survived would meet oblivion at the fists of Thyrena's most powerful servants, walking mountains of unforgiving crystalline stone. The wise Typhus, the Raging Tide, was careful not to fall for Xephos' schemes or to commit his minions to fruitless attacks against Thyrena's citadels. As the armies of fire, air, and earth clashed across the face of Eras, the Raging Tide and his elementals would divide and conquer their rivals in brilliant bouts. When his foes fled, Typhus would crush them beneath tidal waves that dwarf even Thyrena's highest mountain holdings. The apocalyptic battles between the Primordials raged for untold millennia. Dominion over Eras constantly shifted between the factions, each one striving to remake the world in its own image. Yet for the Primordials, victory was secondary to the conflict itself. To them, the world's calamitous state was sublime, and their only desire was to continue their endless cycle of chaos. The four primordial lords would eventually put aside their war to unite to fight against a greater threat, but the exact nature of that battle was lost to history. What little is known is that once the war was over, the primordials were defeated and they and their minions were banished to their respective elemental planes. These elemental planes would act as their prisons and would be safeguarded and protected by future mortal races. They would be kept hidden so that the dark forces could never open the way for the primordials to unleash their fury upon the world once again. I need to breathe a second. For eons after the Primordial War and the imprisoning of the Elemental Lords, life bloomed across the world of Eras. Nowhere was this more evident than the dense woodlands in the center of the world's only massive continent. From within this dense woodland, the first mortal life forms of the world emerged. Scholars have debated for millennia about what came first. The trolls, a race of savage hunter-gatherers who flourished in Eras' jungles and forests, or the elves, regal beings who would create the first cities of the world. What is known is that after the trolls and the elves, after countless struggles and storied ages of history, the steadfast humans would rise up as the most common race on the planet. Before the humans would rise up as Eras' predominant race, however, the world of Eras would undergo a change that would forever alter the course of millions of lives. The Cataclysm was a catastrophic world-changing event that occurred tens of thousands of years ago. While the trolls and the elves were alive and their cultures flourishing at the time, neither race has ever revealed the exact cause of the Cataclysm. Whether their lack of information about the event is because of their shame, because they don't know the cause, or for some other reason, the world may never know. However, what is more than evident is that after this catastrophic cataclysm, the singular massive continent of Eras was split into four major land masses. One of which in the south was lost to the ages. Whether it sunk beneath the waves, was ravaged and destroyed by war, or was too damaged by the cataclysm, no one knows. The only remains of the lost continent is an endless storm of thunder and lightning and torrential rain from which sailors never return. While the cataclysm would forever change the landscape of the planet, it would give rise to vastly different cultures across the remaining three continents. Norgrund, to the west, is a massive vertically shaped continent that stretches from top to bottom almost 5,000 miles. The continent is predominantly populated by the clan-based race of orcs, the empire of towering ogre, and the vastly multicultural troll races. The two major biomes that make up Norgrund are mostly the large desert in the north, which stretches over 1/3 of the continent, and savanna, which blends the desert wastelands of the north with a massive jungle to the south. While the races of Norgrund are vast and have a storied history of their own, they tend to keep to themselves and ignore other continents and races of the world. It's like a fucking speech. It's like, bring me flashbacks.
Yeah, right.
Church.
Yeah.
You're just reading us a story.
Basically, that's all they were.
Yeah.
Across a world-spanning ocean to the east of Norgrund, the similarly vertical continent of Solnaria is in many ways more similar to its close neighbour to the north, Kalandor, particularly in terms of biomes, though not quite in size. The predominant race of Solnaria is the High Elf, the original elf that is ruled by an elite sect that called themselves the Highborn. These highborn are now more commonly known as Sun Elves because of their connection to the sun, a mysterious connection that was established nearly 100 years ago when the current Emperor of Solnaria rose to power. 50 years ago, the Solnarian Emperor Melandros started his conquest of Solnaria and began to forcefully subjugate or exterminate the other races that populated the continent. One of those races was the Dragonlords, a race of humanoid part dragons that once called Solnaria home have not been seen in over 50 years. Many believe them to be the first victim of the Empire's conquest, driven extinct by the Emperor's brutal crusade. The Tieflings that once called the southern part of Solnaria home have unfortunately become forcefully subservient to the Solnarian Empire, though not without putting up a decades-long fight. It is next to impossible to find a Tiefling outside of the slave camps of Solnaria because the Highborn so quickly hunt them down, either returning them to the slave camps or executing them for treason. To accomplish this conquest of Solnaria, the Emperor revealed when it all began his subjugation of the only yellow dragon in existence. His future children would use the other chromatic dragons as their personal mounts and pets, routing them into battles and wars with other countries to great destructive effect. 25 years after his initial conquest of Solnaria began, one in which he accomplished his conquest almost single-handedly, Emperor Melandros would set his eyes upon the final continent to the north, Kalandor, where this story is set. Numerous different biomes and ecosystems make up the land of Kalandor, a massive continent that occupies the majority of the northern hemisphere of the world. The continent itself stretches over 5,000 miles across and roughly 2,000 miles top to bottom, from its northernmost point in the frigid Frost Ridge Mountains to the southernmost point in the rolling sand dunes of the Scorching Wastes. Home to many humanoid races of various size and cultures, the continent of Kalandor is predominantly populated by the steadfast humans, the regal elves, and the mighty dwarves, which can be found in all areas of the continent. Other notable races that can be found on this continent in vastly different biomes are the following. Enormous forests that stretch hundreds of miles that are home to multiple different woodland races, such as forest dwarves, wood elves, and forest gnomes. The shimmering grasslands and hinterlands are home to the vigorous hill dwarves, the fearsome bugbears, and the ferocious gnolls. Near bodies of water live the hardy triton, the wise turtles, and the majestic sea elves. The Scorching Wastes, an immense desert of endless sand dunes, is home to the desert dwarves, the sand gnomes, and the desert elves. And the incredible mountain range that makes up the majority of the western part of the continent is so large that multiple different cultures and evolutions of the same races call it home. In particular, the mighty mountain dwarves, the daring dark dwarves, the powerful giants, and the recently resurfaced dark elves and deep gnomes. The continent of Kalandor has an incredibly long history for all of the many races that can be found throughout the giant landscape, but our story starts in the year 846 PA, or post-Ascension, in the mostly human and high elf country called Highmoor. The Kingdom of Highmoor is one of the 4 countries of Kalandor that have, over the past 20 plus years, been invaded and conquered by the Solnarian Empire. The most recently conquered country, as of 9 months ago, the Kingdom of Highmoor is currently still in something of a transition period, where the previous ruling government is transferring all control and power in the region to the Empire. The 5th son of the Emperor, and 7th in line to the imperial throne, Prince Elozrin, rules over the country from the capital city of Highmoor. A city which is in the process of losing its current status as capital, as Prince Elozrin has ordered the conversion of another major high elf city in the region into the new capital, which he dubbed Solnarius. I'm like 99% sure that's what it's called. I didn't look at the map when I wrote that. It's on the bottom right.
Yeah, Solnarius.
Okay. I was like, I probably should have double checked that. Prince Elozrin has heard mention of a travelling carnival and circus, one that moves from city to town to village throughout the year, stopping in certain places to celebrate multiple different cultures and put on a big event with incredible performances. As someone who, at least outwardly, has a deep appreciation of different cultures, the prince announced that he would be travelling to see this carnival when it stopped in the nearby town of Dawn-Crest. This large town of Dawn-Crest, which is not quite a city, is just a few days' travel from the current capital of Highmoor, is something of a stopping over or transition point for the area, as it connects in some way or another to most cities and towns in this part of the country. The Brilliant Bazaars, Travelling Carnival and Circus, has been setting up just outside the town to the east. To the east, that's right. Run by an older human male called Berthold. This diverse group of carnival folk has spent the better part of the last week setting up in preparation for the start of a week-long celebration of many different cultures. They've had to hire some local muscle to act as security, due to the town itself not having much of a large military or guard presence. This became especially important once they heard a few days into setting up that Prince of Oswin would be arriving there late in the evening on the opening day to see the infamous evening circus performances. But it is time. In particular, it is late in the morning on a Monday, on the 17th day of the month, 4th month of the year. Our story proper starts in the smallest tavern in Dawn-Crest, called the Hungry Owl. As clouds outside block out the sun and a soft patter of rain hits the roof of the tavern, the sound of footsteps on wood indicates someone making their way down the stairs into the tavern proper. Emily, please introduce your character.
Let's just start by like, thank you. Do you want me to describe my character, or do you want me to describe what I'm doing?
Just describe your character.
I'm describing my character for no one?
No, you're describing your character!
Okay.
You're taking over the story!
That's true. Okay. First person here. Okay. This is like nerve-wracking. Okay,
You just have to describe your physical appearance.
Oh no, just my physical appearance. I am an elf, female. I'm about 6'2", which is, average height for elves. My hair is this nice blue, kind of shifts in the light, blue-purple color. But the thing that most people notice when they stare at me or see me for the first time is my skin, because it is a purple shade, lavender lilac shade. Do you want me to show my picture that I have?
You can show your picture.
This is me.
I love it.
And yeah, so my skin is kind of like a purpley
What are you
color.
wearing? What do you have on you?
I am. Here, I'll just put my little picture there so you guys can look at me. I'm currently wearing light chainmail armor. I carry a shield on my back most of the time, and I have a very aggressive looking sword kind of sheathed currently. I'm very light plated, but you can tell that, I do fight somewhat. And if you were to look in my eyes, you would see almost like a reflective neon blue-white color. I don't have pupils or anything. It's just kind of,
You might be able to see pupils if you were 3 inches from her face.
Please don't get 3 inches from my face.
Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, my eyes are just kind of like an endless void. But yeah. And
You're walking down the stairs.
And I'm walking down the stairs in this lovely little tavern. And I'm going, I need to talk to the proprietor.
As you walk down the stairs, you come out into the main floor of the tavern. You can tell because you came down from stairs. There's a small two-story wooden building. Inside, it's small and cozy with 3 round tables spread throughout the center of the tavern, with 3 square booths against the back wall in a nook. One table is off to the left with a few chairs, and it looks like a table where business is discussed. A fireplace stands on the left wall, on either side of which are a half-dozen cozy green armchairs, 3 on each side, with a small table in front of them. In the back right corner is where you come from, the stairs leading up to the second floor. The bar is to the right. If you were coming in through the tavern, it's to the right. For you, it's kind of in front of you on the wall. There's a few chairs at the small bar where patrons can sit and talk to the barkeep, who is standing there right now. She is a younger-looking female high elf with blonde hair that is tied back in a ponytail. She has bright blue eyes and a kind smile. She wears a typical dress shirt that would be found on barkeeps, that is kept quite well. She has brown leather pants and a grey apron tied around her waist. You have seen her before, and she calls out to you and says, "Good morning, Anethra."
That's my name.
That's my name.
That's my name. Okay, I'm gonna descend the stairs and I'm gonna meet her at the bar. Good morning, Delsandra. It's a pleasure to see you this morning. You've got such a nice smile on your face. I do have to ask, was breakfast included in my stay?
Yes, it was.
Wonderful. Could I get the morning special, please? The nice strong cup of ale. And I need to ask you a couple of questions,
Of course,
if you
dear.
don't mind.
Pull up a chair, and I'll be back in just a second. I'll let the cook know what you want. And she walks off, goes behind.
Pulling in my chair and I'm sitting at the bar and nobody else is in there.
No
right?
one else is there right now. It's kind of like,
It's just me.
it's almost like late morning, so it's after the morning rush, before the lunch rush. And after like a minute, she comes back and she says, Elovia is taking care of your brunch.
Another patron?
No, she's a cook.
Oh. Sorry.
She doesn't come out much. She's a little shy.
Understandable. Alright, Delsandra, I do have a question for you. I'm looking to meet someone here in town, but I don't currently have a way to get a hold of them. Do you know of any way that I could message them? Do you have like a service?
I don't have a service, but there is the Marching Crate, which is a few minutes down the street. They usually do deliveries from town to town, but they have a mail service where they can send letters through Raven. And they could almost certainly send the letter that you're looking for.
That's very helpful, Delsandra. You've been a dear, and I appreciate you. And I'm just gonna eat my breakfast.
Yeah. She goes back and brings it out and puts it in front of you and does the ale. And she's like, "So, how have you been? What were you doing recently? What have you been up to? You've been in town for a few days now."
I have, and I'm actually traveling from town to town. Have you heard of the temple, the Void Temple? Have you heard of it?
I heard of setting up something recently, but they
Yeah,
have...
I'm a part of that. That's that's why I look maybe a little bit different. But I'm a part of that, and I just go town to town, and I tell people about it.
Okay.
Would you like to? I can tell you more if you would like.
Yeah. Are you going to be here for a few days, or...?
I might. I'm actually headed to that carnival later today.
Oh, yeah,
which is
the
why
carnival.
I need to actually go to that message center.
Yeah.
I need to
Did you hear about the werewolves or the wolves or something that we...
taken care of, my dear. I took care of that yesterday. That's actually...
You took care of the werewolves?
Yes.
The werewolves?
Well, they weren't werewolves at the time. They were just regular wolves. It depends on the night cycle, That's a whole other thing.
You took care of them all by yourself?
I had help, which is why I need to actually go to that message center. I've got someone...
You're sending a message to that person?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I should actually probably do, if that's alright. I do need to...
She notices you have an herb pouch on your belt. She's like, "Are you into alchemy or something?"
I am. I collect herbs that I see. Some of them smell nice, and some of them, can have some healing properties. Do you need any healing services?
I mean, not right now.
All right. Just let me know. All right. I don't hesitate to ask.
Did you know there's an apothecary just up on the hill?
Is there really?
Yeah. Have you been there?
I have not. I do need to go to an apothecary. That is a good. Thank you for bringing that up.
Penelope runs it.
Penelope.
It's called Penelope's Precious Potions.
Precious potions. All right. She's got the apothecary. Okay. How do you spell that?
Penelope?
Penelope.
Precious.
P-E.
Pen E-L-O-P-E.
Yeah.
Penelopes.
Perfect.
Precious.
Precious potions.
Perfect might have been a bit better, but they're very precious to her.
Oh no.
It'll come at a price.
Completely understandable. I do appreciate you. If you don't mind, I believe.
It should be after the marching crate. So if you go to the marching crate first, you just go up the hill and you go straight to the apothecary.
Wonderful. You've been a delight, my dear. Thank you so very much. And I am going to put 2 silver on the counter as a fun tip. And I'm gonna eat my breakfast and I want to head towards the apothecary.
Okay. As you leave the Hungry Hour Tavern, you immediately notice the overcast sky and the soft patter of rain. It's a light rain and honestly kind of comforting. Dozens of people can be found in the street just outside the tavern, humans and elves and various other races all walking from one place to another. It's more busy than it usually is, with all the visitors coming from out of town to see the carnival. You breathe in the rainy air, look up into the sky and just kind of take it all in. And then you set off and begin making your way to the marching crate, following the directions that Delsandra gave you. You pass by various shops and buildings, such as the ones that are on here somewhere. Holy crap, I wrote so much stuff. There's a local fishmonger, there's a blacksmith shop, and like kind of a door or two down, like a lot down, there's a store that seems to sell like weaponry and armor called Heavy Metals. And there's like a small clothing store, and you keep going, and then you eventually get to the marching crate. I wrote all this today, and it's whole fucking long. You get to the marching crate, and it's just like, it's an inconspicuous building. It's not very big. It's made out of wood. It's only 1 floor.
Okay. I just want to go into the marching crate and see the nearest person.
You go in, and there's kind of just... There's actually not much in there. It's just a counter, and there's someone standing behind the counter, because most of the stuff is done at the back.
Okay, I will approach the person and I'm going to go, good morning, pleasure, wonderful morning we're having. Can I send a message here if I don't know the person specifically?
Yeah, of course, dear. That's part of what we do.
Wonderful. If I give you a description, would you, it could be sent to that person, correct? I have their name and a description, but...
That's all we need.
Wonderful.
For reference, you're talking to a male wood elf. He's kind of young for an elf, but that doesn't mean much when it comes to other people, because elves live a while. He's just wearing normal clothes, leather pants, dark green shirt, and he's kind of whispery when he talks. Soft spoken. And he's got a long dark green beard with his hair tied back in a ponytail. He has a badge that says his name is Reese. And he's like, yeah, no, we use magical ravens, and we send letters to people. We have someone in the back that can track people pretty well.
That's only slightly concerning. Do they keep tabs?
We get that a lot.
Alright.
No, we don't keep track of stuff.
None of my information's going to be sold, right?
No.
Great.
Do an insight check.
What?
What's your insight?
What's my insight? +0. Sorry, information sold.
Yeah, no, he's being honest. They don't keep track of anything.
Okay, wonderful.
But you don't know that. You don't know if that's true or not. That's why insight is good.
Alright, do you charge per rune? Per sentence?
It's
per
5 silver for a letter to be sent if it's within 1 day of...
like a single letter?
Yes.
One, so I could just send L?
No. A letter, piece of
parchment. Lovely. You said 5 silver?
5 silver per day of travel.
5 silver per day of travel.
Is he very far away?
He should be in town. I believe he's
yeah, no.
What if he's not in town? Do I have to come back?
I mean, where are you stationed? We can let you know.
Ooh. I'm at the, I'm at the Hungry Owl. He should be in town, though, so I'm going to give you 5 silver.
Yes.
And we're going to hope that he's in town. If not,
we'll
he'll
come and let
cover
you
the
know.
rest.
It takes a little bit. It takes like 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, that's fine. I don't
for
need
us
to meet him
to
until later.
scry and send the letter.
Alright. 5 silver. Good, sir. 5 silver.
And we'll send someone to... Will you be at the tavern in an hour or two?
Maybe.
What are you sending the letter for?
I'm meeting someone. I'm hoping to meet them for a late brunch.
Late lunch.
Late lunch. Something like that. You know, whatever those fancy people call it. Late
Similarly,
brunch,
I
early
believe-
dinner, brenner, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll... I mean, we don't have any other way of... we can just come to the tavern and we'll let you know.
Alright, sounds good.
We'll hope you're there. If not, we'll leave a message with the tavern keep.
Lovely. Her
You said
name's
the
Alessandra.
Yeah, the
She's
Hungry
a
Owl? Yeah, she's amazing.
She's wonderful.
And you can tell he's actually, like, slightly infatuated with her a little bit.
Oh,
So I have a question.
I can tell that.
Oh, you can tell that. Just, he has...
The way his pupils dilate.
He has,
about her.
he has an admiration for her, at the very least.
Okay.
Because you're in science terrible.
So I'm gonna give him the 5 silver, and on the piece of parchment, do you need me to tell you what I say, or?
If it's what we discussed, it's just... who are you sending it to? He needs to know who you're sending it to.
So...
Daddy.
Daddy, what?
Yeah.
I'm sending it to a gentleman called Kalen. I believe he's a sun elf, or high elf, excuse me. What do you call him? High elf? Sun elf?
Yes.
Either or? Alright.
I mean, technically they're different.
Sounds good. I need to
I don't know what he is, though.
I need to send him a letter requesting to meet him before we attend the carnival tonight. I
You
just
said a
want
late lunch? So like 2:30?
something like that. I can write it down. If that's what I want. Okay. I'm gonna inscribe on it and be like, "Hello, Kaylin. I'm the purple elf. Would you like to meet for a late lunch around 2:30 at the Hungry Owl or at the Hungry Owl Tavern?"
And then he takes the letter. And he's like, yeah.
Sticks it on the raven, and they just
No, they have to
On the
scribe
beat.
first.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, yeah, we'll send it. It'll be there within the hour.
Okay. Wonderful. Love the beard, by the way. I'll give Alessandra your best, and I'll be off.
What? He's just confused.
I guess I'm gonna head off to the apothecary now. I'm just doing all my shopping today.
Okay, so you go outside. The rain seems to be slowing down a little, but it's still very overcast. You head up the hill, which is one of the most prominent natural features of the town. As you know, half of it is on a hill, with the lower half being adjacent to the dawning river. And you head towards the apothecary. Along the way, you see a small bookstore with a sign out front that proclaims it to be called Boundless Tomes.
Boundless tomes. I would hope that the books are actually found.
That's the joke.
Okay, I'm gonna go. You said so. It's like late morning.
Yes. Early afternoon now.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the bookstore.
Okay.
Because if I'm going to the apothecary, I might get some books too. I'm going on a shopping spree today.
Should do something.
I know, I'm feeling wealthy.
So you walk into this bookstore called Boundless Tomes. Very small, despite the name, because books are expensive and books are rare-ish because they will have to be handwritten. You walk in and there's a couple of aisles. They're not super filled because there's not that many books. But behind the counter near the front is a older gnome. He's a little on the older side, which means he's about mid to late hundreds. Elves live not elves. Gnomes live a couple hundred years, and he's like, you can tell he's getting older. He's got like graying brown hair, but it's not quite there, so he's probably in his late 100s. He's got a crooked nose, but old and curious eyes. He's got a brilliant blue vest over a dark grey shirt with brown leather pants. He greets you as you walk in, and there is one other person in the bookstore, but he says, Welcome to Boundless Time. How may I help you?
Good afternoon, or morning, afternoon?
It's early afternoon.
Whatever. I was looking, do you have any books on alchemy? You know,
Oh yeah, of course.
101 uses for alchemy.
I mean, we have 500 uses for herbs, magical herbs and stuff
Even
like that.
better.
It's actually just back this way to the left corner,
Oh,
and it's where you see another figure standing. He's kind of up against the wall looking at the book.
okay, I'm gonna head that way and...
It's just like, that's alchemy, herbs, herbology, all that kind of stuff.
Herbology section. Okay, I want to go to the herbology section. I just want to see what, how many...
There's a few books there, and you kind of like pick it up and look at the cover, and some of them are in better conditions than others because they're not all brand new or anything like that. There's...
Second-hand bookstore, okay.
No, it's books. Are just books in fantasy settings. There's 500 magical herbs and plants,
Okay.
and there's 3 copies of that.
Okay.
There's a beginner's guide to alchemical alleviations. There's 2 copies of that.
Okay.
There's drafts and potions of the primordial age, which when you pick it up and kind of look at it, it's heavy, old, but do a perception or investigation check. Just kind of flipping through it, whatever's better for you.
Perception or investigation? 12.
You can tell that it's less of like a alchemical recipe book and more like a history book.
Okay.
And then there's one little, tucked in there's a couple of little pamphlets, and you pick one up and it says Penelope's Pamphlet of Basic Potions.
I'm gonna pick up the pamphlet and then probably the second book that you mentioned.
Beginner's Guide to Alchemical Alleviations.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up.
And the first one, I'll just say it because you looked at it. The first one's 500 magical herbs and plants. As you're browsing through it, there is like 1-page descriptions and images or drawings of like every plant in the region, basically.
Okay, I'll probably
And-
pick up that too then.
In a kind of game thing, if you tried to identify something and you had this thing, you'd have advantage.
Okay, I'll pick up the first book, the second book, and Penelope's pamphlet.
Of basic potions.
Penelope's pamphlet of potions.
Okay, so you grab those and you turn, and you see someone there in the history section reading. You can't really see the cover, but you kind of
Can I do a perception check?
do a perception check.
I can see what they're reading. 19.
You can see what it's reading, what they're reading, and you can actually like. You don't remember everything, but you can tell what they're reading because you've actually probably browsed it yourself before. It's called Post Ascension: A History of the Royal Family of Solnaria.
Okay.
And Rodrigo, describe your character.
Alright, so you see a male humanoid figure just over 6 feet tall, completely covered from head to toe in a navy blue robe with red highlights. He wears multiple layers of cloth from the elbow to the wrist where leather gloves are worn. He wears a very noticeable and strange looking helmet that is unlike anything you've ever seen.
He has a prop.
Yes. Yeah, so this is the helmet that you see.
Oh! Does it has like the face piece?
It has a,
Yeah.
you're currently it's a
Yep,
helmet.
I'm currently wearing
You're
it.
currently wearing.
Yep.
It's a full head helmet.
To accompany his strange samurai-like helmet, he has 2 swords, one with a blade about 2.5 feet long, the other smaller, about 1 foot long. Both of these weapons are completely foreign to anything you've ever seen before. He's currently browsing through a thin, leather-bound book that's written in English.
Which says a bit about you, because you could tell what he was reading. And it says about him.
Okay. That mask freaks me the fuck out. A.
But it also makes you very curious.
Makes me very curious.
One small detail is that he is fully covered. Like, head to toe, you cannot see any part of his body.
Like I can't see skin
You can't
at
see
all.
anything.
Okay. Do you have the book like in front of your face, or are you like bent over?
I'll be bent over a little bit.
Bent over.
Through.
Can I like walk up to you and like put my finger and like kind of like try to peer into your face?
You're one of those.
And just be like, what are you?
Wow.
I'll look at you and be like, it is none of your concern. What would you like?
I'm rather concerned, if I'm honest. The mask has kind of got a brash appearance. Has anyone told you that?
Yes, I have noticed that many people do quite look at me quite strangely.
I get that all the time. I'm purple. It's totally fine. We'll get along just fine. My name's Anethra. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is mine.
You may call me Ned if that's easier. It's completely up to you. Are you reading about the Imperial family?
Yes, I am quite interested in their history.
It is rather intriguing, I would say. Did you want to, look at the book together? We could, take turns. I'm just very curious. This whole appearance thing is kind of putting me off. You're the first person I've seen that looks like this in quite a while, and I'm a little put off. I'm not entirely sure how to talk to you.
You have never seen a void elf before. You're very curious. So, just
Elves are normally have
elves normally have human skin. So, sun elves have like a slight golden sheen to their skin, and wood elves have a slight yellowish green. Depends on varies.
So I'm like.
You've never seen a violet, whether it's dark or light skinned elf before ever.
I'm not entirely sure how to proceed, but our jarring appearances, I feel like we could talk, if that's possible. I have so many questions.
Very well, I have questions as well. As long as you don't take too much of a time, that'll be fine.
Oh, alright.
And the gnome calls out, "The two of you are right back there. You guys okay?"
Yes, fine dear, fine.
Fine, dear. He's like 150 years older.
Everybody's dear. Would you like me... Have you purchased that book? I'd be more than happy to purchase it for you.
But did you realise how expensive books are? But you'll find out as you take them to the counter. You know that books are pretty expensive.
Stop being looking awful.
Sorry.
Stop talking about being
just
looking
excited.
around. I know you are, but it's like disgusting. You're shooting spit over here.
I'm not sure this is bit. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take... I want to find out how much my my books are gonna cost me, so I don't, have to take out a loan.
Line of credit.
Do you have a credit?
So you walk up to the counter and you set the 3 books down.
One of them's a
2.5
pamphlet.
2.5 books.
It's a pamphlet.
He's like, yes. He's like looking over them, looking at the quality. He's like, well, this magical herbs one will be 5 gold.
Okay.
This beginner's guide to alchemy will be 10 gold.
Ooh.
And this pamphlet's 2 gold.
For a pamphlet?
It's a thick pamphlet. It's like at least 80 pages.
I don't... That seems rather high, considering you have several copies of a few of these books.
These books are old and...
Exactly, they're old. I'm pretty sure there's some stains. Couldn't you, I do have another book here. Would you like to... How much is your book?
And you put it on the counter and he looks at it and it's 10 gold.
If I buy all of these together, do you think you could cut me a little deal?
You want to buy 4 books?
That's probably a lot of business for you.
You can tell it's a lot of business.
I don't mean to be that person, but, is there maybe a deal you could cut me? And I give him my best,
Do a persuasion check.
I do my best,
I was almost going to skip over that, but do a persuasion check. That's the whole point of persuasion checks.
Oh, fuck yeah! Fuck! 12! My persuasion's +6. I got...
What?
I mean, I'll take 3 gold off.
Alright. very kind of you.
So that he like starts putting them into like a little satchel thing that's like very clearly just cheap to give to people. It's like that'll be 24 gold.
You know what? Just because you're so dashing, I'll give you 25.
Thanks, miss.
Oh, no. 25.
Let's have a health potion.
And she's going to learn how to make health potions.
Oh,
I did get.
Famous money bags.
I got my stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna
And you're like, just package them up, he gives them to you, and
I'm gonna take the book that he was reading.
25. she got him down, and then
It's just because he's so cute. And then I'm gonna give you your book, and I go, I think I've just bought my time with you, if that's all right.
very well. I take it and pocket it.
Would you like to follow me? I'm actually on my way to the apothecary. I need to pick up an alchemy kit. I'm rather excited.
Alchemy, you say? Interesting.
I mean, did you see the books that I bought? I'm quite interested in those herbs and 101 alchemy for beginners.
I just took you for some strange florist.
Oh. Didn't realize I gave off that vibe. Alright. I'm gonna head into the alchemy shop with...
you start heading towards the alchemy shop.
I'm like...
And I will follow.
So you finish going up the hill, you go kind of around the corner a little bit, and there's a few more shops there. But in particular, there's another tavern up the road. But in particular, you see the alchemy shop, and you see the sign out front that is very flowery, and says Penelope's Precious Potions on it. You are going to go into the store?
Yep. I'm gonna... Would you like to wait outside? Do you want to come in? I probably won't buy you anything else.
I'm not interested in buying anything here, but I will accompany you.
Wonderful. I want to purchase an alchemy kit.
She just says that as she walks in.
I would like
With
to
a
purchase...
non-British accent.
I would like to purchase an alchemy kit, please.
You walk in, and it's an alchemy shop. It's pretty obvious. There's just walls and walls of just different little glass vials and stuff. And behind the counter is a young human woman in her early 20s. Who's probably Penelope.
Presumably.
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 Same thing. Not really, but she's like I said, she's younger. Like early 20s. She's got black hair. She's kind of wearing like black hair, long grey sleeves. It's kind of a robe. It's got like a hood on it. It's like a deep blue, but she's not wearing the hood. And she just has like a strap along here with alchemy vials and just lots of stuff around. Yeah, she's decked out. And you walk in and are like, I want to buy an alchemy kit.
I want to walk in and I want to put my elbows on her counter and I want to go like this and go, you must be Penelope.
You are correct.
Penelope, dear, I would like to purchase an alchemy kit.
You're interested in alchemy?
Of course, who isn't interested in alchemy?
A lot of people. You'd be surprised.
Those people are missing out, aren't they?
Yes, I tell them that all the time.
Exactly. All right. Give me the details. What's your favourite thing about alchemy?
I love brewing new things that I've never done before. New potions, new perfumes even.
Penelope.
You can see like a perfume section. It's very small, but...
Penelope, I think you're grand. Actually, I just purchased your pamphlet.
You see stars in her eyes. Like actual stars.
I just purchased your pamphlet. And I want to learn everything I can about alchemy, and I think you are the most professional and most knowledgeable person about it. Give me what you can about alchemy, and I'll buy your best kit.
Do a charisma or persuasion or something check with advantage.
Charisma, persuasion, or something.
Something charismatic-wise that has advantage. Oh, that's not going to need advantage.
You said I have advantage?
You have advantage, though.
Okay, 25.
Yeah, she is falling all over to help you. And she pulls out this alchemy supply kit. She's like, this is usually 50 gold, but for you, 35.
I love it. I'll take it. That.
We should fill Elizabeth's money bags.
And she like starts pulling out stuff out of the kit to like show you, and she just goes into this exclamation, like everything explaining everything. And it's like inside is some glass beakers, a metal frame to hold a beaker in place over a flame, a stirring rod made of glass, a small mortar and pestle, and a small pouch of common alchemy ingredients that are like just stuff you'd need to do that, like salt and powdered iron and water. You would know, this is like out of game, but it, like if you do any kind of alchemy check related to Arcana or Investigation, you would have like proficiency on it and everything, like to identify potions and stuff like that.
Proficiency bonus. Okay.
And she's like, yeah, this 35 gold, it's all yours. And she's like, do you need some vials, glass vials? Do you need some potions? I have potions here. And she's just falling all over to help you. You know that you need some glass vials.
I will take some. I'll take a couple of glass vials. Probably like 3.
Okay, you can always come back for more.
Okay.
3 is plenty, especially when you're just starting out. And they are a gold each,
That's totally fine.
but they are glass in a medieval world.
Yeah.
And she has, like, she points to some potions that, like, I just restocked. There's not many. I'm just trying to restock them right now, and you can see that there's 3 potions of healing, a potion of poison, a potion of climbing. There's a couple of antitoxins. There's like oils off to the side as well, and there's like a burning oil and a silver oil. Did you hear about the werewolves? She points to the silver oil. It's like, this can silver your weapon and take care of werewolves.
You know, I was tasked to actually work and take care of some wolves out in the country. It was rumoured to be werewolves, though maybe they were off the moon cycle because they weren't werewolves at the time.
Did you know it's a full moon tonight?
That's terrifying.
It should be terrifying.
That does make me concerned, but I do have experience in fighting regular wolves, so maybe that gives me a nice little bonus.
And she like, yeah, she sees your weapon, and she's like, yeah, you don't need to have your weapon silvered if you've got that thing. Well, that means that magic weapons basically overcome the need for silvering against werewolves. So if you have a magic weapon, you're kind of fine.
So if anything's like a +1, is that a magic
That's a
weapon?
magic. Anything that's not a regular weapon is a magic weapon.
Well,
Like if it has any kind of effect on it.
I don't have a regular weapon.
You don't need one. You do have a regular weapon.
No, it's not a weapon though.
It's kind of a weapon. Spoilers.
Intrigued.
This isn't like Zoltaire, right?
But do you need your weapon
Not
silvered?
quite.
Oh, he's outside. He's not in the
No,
shop.
I mean,
No,
you're
you
in the shop.
you came in.
I thought I was standing outside the shop.
No,
You're just
he's
watching
like in my
staring
mill,
through
like-
the window.
And then she kind of like actually turns to you and sees you, and she's like,
Don't mind him. He is rather scary.
but.
And we
And
both
she's like nervous talking to you a little bit, but it's like, do you need your weapon silvered? I have like oil.
I appreciate the offer, but my weapon's already silvered.
Did you do it yourself? Did you talk to Oscar? Yeah,
Yes.
that's his name.
Yes, I borrowed Oscar's shop to silver my own weapon.
You're a blacksmith?
That's quite impressive.
Yes, but unfortunately, I am only able to do my weapon. I'm not accustomed to these other weapons you have.
You have special weapons? And she kind of just looks and is like, it's so cool, I've never seen anything like that before. For your guys' reference, he is wielding a katana and a... Shit, what is it called? Tanto. One's a full-length sword, one is a dagger. But they're both, based on Japanese.
Damn,
swords.
son.
Um,
On that.
It's like, oh, if you don't need anything silver, you'll be fine. But can I help you with anything else? It's like, have you made anything before? Have you collected herbs? What progress have you made?
I've never done any of it before, but given that I've recently purchased your pamphlet and 2 other books, I do believe that I'm more than on my way to progress in the other world.
100% believe in you. I suggest starting with potions of healing. You just need a few curative reagents, some kind of like curative herbs, and there's some outside of town. They're kind of like rare because people don't really go picking herbs these days.
That means there's more for me.
for reference, you did pick some.
Oh yeah, I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2 curative agents right now.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm gonna put my hand on hers before we leave and go, you've been incredibly helpful. Thank you so very much, my dear.
Thank you. And she's still starstruck with you. She's so happy. You walk away and she like whispers like, no one's ever bought a pamphlet before.
That's so sad!
It's very sad, but she is a very nice person.
You're her biggest fan.
She's your biggest fan.
We're both each other's fans.
And it is, as you walk outside, it's like just based on like the bookstore and this, it's like it's getting about time when you should head to the tavern for lunch to meet your friend.
Would you care to join me for lunch? We can talk more about our appearances.
Very well. I will join you.
And I'm just going to mitigate slightly, but you tell him that you were meeting someone to tell him about it. That was...
I'm meeting someone. Not like in a date. I've only met him once before. His name's Kalen. He helped me fight those wolves that I keep telling everybody about. Apparently I'm famous. Didn't know. But we're meeting at the Hungry Owl. That's where I've been staying. It's the very small... It's very hard to read your expressions, especially because there's a mask. Is that a... Can you nod? Yes? No?
I roll my eyes and nod.
I don't see the eyes!
Alright, I'll take that as a yes. Let's go to...
And you start like retracing your steps back to the tavern.
There's a little bit of a sway in my step.
Yeah, you have like 2 like little baggies of stuff that you've
I've got like Chanel bags.
As you walk to the tavern for lunch, you notice a like bounty/notice board that you didn't see before. If you want to look at it closer, you can. If not, you can do a passing perception check or whatever.
There's a it's like the town notice board.
Yeah, it's like where bounties and like jobs are placed.
Oh, I guess because that's where I got my other job.
Yeah, you do. You remember you seeing it.
Yeah, that's where
You can actually see the little like one that you ripped off, where the spot was.
I don't know why that one's...
Oh, it's not there anymore. Okay, sounds good.
That's not good. Oh.
The one that I had this
You
morning.
took care of it,
I did.
which is why she has a little bit of extra gold.
That's why I need money bags.
But as you pass it, you just kind of see that there's like 60 gold pieces for a group to travel to Ravenhold to investigate claims of missing people. 30 gold for information about a small bandit group being led by a werewolf rumored to be operating from somewhere to the east. Which is actually your session 0. I'm telling him that just so he knows. He doesn't have to tell you that.
I kind of figured.
I don't remember what everyone remembers. And then you see just like a few others that have been ripped off. There's a couple there that are just not even worth looking at, really. But if you don't want to do anything with them, you just keep going to the tavern.
I don't want to do anything with him right now. I kind of want to talk to this man in the mask because he's rather intriguing, and I don't want to miss Kalen just in case. Because I think I said 2:30.
I don't remember. I said 2 to 2:30. I don't remember what you said.
Yeah, so I don't want to like miss or like.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're there. What the hell does that say? I don't read cursive! What the hell does that say?
What are these words?
Oh, yes!
I don't read cursive!
I'm like, oh yeah, music is a thing, huh?
He's not educated enough.
58 minutes later.
Okay.
You get to the tavern! With tavern music!
We're in the tavern with all of this lovely tavern music.
And Delsandra's there. There's a couple of other patrons in there. There's like a human, a dwarf, and just random people. A couple of the tables. And Del like catches your attention as you walk in.
I'm gonna, just wave to her, and with this fellow that I'm with, I think we're gonna pick a table booth near the back. There's a little bit more hidden.
Yeah, there's like, I think I said there's like 3 tables in the middle, 3 booths in the back that are kind of separated a little bit. So you can pick one of those. There's 2 of them free.
I think we'll sit near the back. And I
Thank you so much for accompanying me on my adventures today. I'm trying to think. I've got so many questions, but the first one that comes to mind, the Imperial family. Why are you so interested in them? Does it have anything to do with the prince being at the carnival tonight?
A little bit. I am an information gatherer, and my goal currently is to gather as much information as I can on the Imperial Affairs.
Alright, that makes sense. So were you already aware that the prince was going to be at the carnival?
Yes, that is the entire reason why I am in the town.
Got it.
He's a blunt person, but
I'm gonna go 2, as in like 2 drinks.
she knows what you mean. She's like,
2 drinks, please.
she starts filling them up. And
Do you have any questions for me? This feels very one-sided, if I'm honest.
Yes. What are you?
Straight to it! Alright! Well, I'm an elf. Is. Probably tell that. I'm purple because I'm part of the void. Void magic, you know, the big scary evil that everybody talks about.
I heard of this void magic.
yeah, you've heard of like void magic is basically like shadow necrotic force magic all kind of bundled into one. So you've definitely heard of it, and you've probably
I could just ask what exactly.
yeah, like you've probably heard that it like the only thing you've probably heard about it is negative stuff because it is like shadowy force necrotic magic usually.
It's not bad. I'm still trying to figure out how to put my pitch out there. It's not bad. It can be harnessed, and there is great strength in it. The only side effect is the skin colour turning purple, but it's basically the same. I've got, you know, similar abilities. Anything else?
Yeah, as you stumble for a second and they're like, yeah. A younger teenager kind of like runs into the tavern, like slams through the door a little bit, not like full on slam, but he runs in and a little out of breath, and he sees you because you're purple. And like marches his like dashes over towards you, out of breath, and he lets you know that they couldn't deliver the letter.
Am I going to be charged a fee for that? Cost.
No, he like pulls out the 5 silver and puts it back in front of you. And he's like, we're so sorry about it. Like, it happens sometimes, it's not very often, but like if people can't be scribed, we can't really do anything.
Interesting. Well, I appreciate you. Anyway, I guess does he leave or is
He leaves, and then you're probably curious about what the hell she's talking about.
Metagame, what'd you
I'm reminding people so they don't forget things, because it's more important in session 1 than anything.
So this Keelan person,
Kaylin,
my apologies.
Yes.
What is it that you're trying to do?
Well, the wolves that I've talked about, he helped me kill several of them, and mentioned that he was going to be attending the carnival, and I was kind of hoping to attend the carnival with him and catch up a little bit. So, what does he need?
Just remind me.
Who is he?
He, you know, this does put a little bit of a damper on my plan. Were you planning on attending the carnival? Do you have tickets? Do we need to purchase tickets? How does that work? I was kind of relying on him to get me into the carnival.
The drinks are brought over.
I immediately just...
And Dell's like, I can't help but overhear you talking about, is this Kaylin person?
Yes.
Is he the one you were talking about, the sun elf that helped you
Yes.
yesterday? Or?
Yes. I thought I made enough of an impression on him that I would intrigue him back into a luncheon, but apparently not. So I'm confused on how to proceed. I've picked up another friend along the way. I'm not alone, but I am not where I originally thought I was going to be, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Don't worry yourself,
Someone
Sora.
else
You're
into
doing
a lunch.
amazing.
Do you want
Ryan
another
insulted him into
drink?
it.
Please.
She starts walking off, and as that happens, as you start talking about Sun Elves and this person or whatever, someone that's actually like sitting on the table right next to you, he's like, I can't help but overhear what you're talking about. Describe your
hello.
character.
Hello!
So,
Tis I.
how do I describe
woman.
your character again? Oh my god.
With words, hopefully.
What do you mean with
I'm
words?
sweating so bad.
Are you okay there, Kyle?
I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about?
He is this world.
Approaching you is a guy in his mid-20s.
Wait, a guy?
What?
Guy? Elf?
Oh,
Why did you say she leans
human.
over?
No, he.
No, he, yeah.
I thought you
heard
said she.
too, and I was like,
He stands
no,
up
it's
and walks
definitely
over
he.
to the
Okay.
table. It's a mid-20s man, just under 6 feet. Important to note.
Okay.
Because you all are
Yeah,
freaking
5 feet then?
tall bastards. Yeah.
I may have told everyone that. I may have told him that everyone would tall.
He's a bit skinny, but not like, not like bony. He's got like mid-length brown hair that's like kind of, emo hair. Definitely emo vibes is what I wrote. But with insane confidence that you could just see it seeping out of his pores. And he looks a little bit like, he looks a little bit like, oh, it's not gonna do it. I'll just turn it around. Like that.
White yarn.
Yeah, it looks a little like that. And he's wearing like I had to write this down. Like kind of like nicer like merchant's clothes. Like he does business deals. He's got like a brown vest thing over a white blouse, and nice pants. But he's also got a rugged black cloak that you can tell has been through some stuff.
Okay. And you approach, and
I'm like, oh, don't you two make a interesting couple?
We're not. No, that's not. This is. I actually don't know your name. I don't know if you told it to me.
he definitely didn't.
He did not.
I introduced myself, but.
I let it aside. My name.
Don't stress. It's hilarious.
My name, if you must know it, is Gen.
Gen.
G-E-N.
Well, that's an interesting name there you got, again.
You're very curious about, you're just curious because he's got a freaking full
Are
head
you
helmet
like,
on.
like a person or like a spirit possessing armor? Yeah. What are you going on? What I got going on?
What I am does not concern you.
All right, cool. So what are you, purple lady?
Were you not listening? I felt like I was talking rather loud.
Ah, right, the void stuff.
That.
Yes, of course. How could I forget?
Yes. And your name? Sorry, I didn't catch.
My name? Oh, well, my name is... Do I have to tell them my name?
You don't have to. No, you don't.
My name is Christopher.
Tougher. Two names.
Chris Topher.
Christopher.
Yeah. It's really nice to meet your acquaintance.
Do you guys
and,
believe it?
No.
There are roles for these things if you want to do roles. I'm just
yeah, should I
reminding
do
you.
deception?
If you
Can
want to
I
do
do?
it.
Well,
If, no, you don't do deception unless they do insight.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to do an insight
Okay,
check then.
so what's your modifier?
Plus 0.
Yeah, this one's you, this one's you.
Do I just say it out loud?
Yeah, just tell me what it is. Because they don't know what I rolled.
16.
Okay. What's your modifier again?
Insight, right?
Yeah.
Plus 6.
Yeah, His name's totally Christopher.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
He just sounded a little sus.
He just sounded a little sus.
Oh, I get that a lot. It's probably just because I'm not from around here.
I start to sit there and start to slightly cringe at him.
But it's like a very small body cringe because they can't really see your face or anything.
He's smiling.
I sound perpetual.
Is that what you would call that?
So anyway, I just had a quick question. I heard you were talking about something like a sun elf? Really? Are you friends with a sun elf? Interesting.
Yes.
Wow, that's really cool.
That is possible. You know that, right? I'm not, like, cut off from other elves.
Cut off
I'm
from...
still an elf.
Oh, I wasn't implying any of that. I just think it's
Alright.
really cool that you're just, you know, hanging out with different people of different races and just, it's really tight.
That's
hilarious.
Yes.
What was his name? Kealan?
Kaylin.
That's right.
Christopher, right?
Chris Topher. It's 2 names.
Sorry, Christopher. Are you alright? Can I get you a drink?
A drink? Oh, I actually was about to head out, but, you know what? I'll take one for the road.
I don't...
And I scooch in next to our friend Ben
I
here.
scoot over and try to stay as far from him as
And
Shout over to the waitress.
Del comes back and looks and sees the full glass there. Sees yours emptied and puts yours there and then your second one in front of him.
Oh, thank you. What was your name, sweetie?
Delsandra.
Ah, an excellent name.
Yeah, she's not impressed.
I'm so sorry. You're fine. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Just...
Why do my characters always turn into this? This wasn't even intentional!
It's not too late. It's not too late.
Just turn me
This is
around!
her read on the situation. She's not actually at the table.
Can I get an angel shot?
She sees that, she hears that as she's walking away, and just quickens her step a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you like get your drink and start drinking and...
Just girly things. Is there a whole... I don't want to ask you to take off your mouth. You don't have to drink it. I'm just...
I appreciate the thought, but I am fine.
Do you drink? Do you eat?
Yes, I do.
Right. Is this like a pact that you made with a religion? Is this a religious thing? Is this...
You can call it something like that.
Right. You know, because mine doesn't, like, come off. I can't take
You finish
this
your drink
off.
and get up and leave.
Yeah, I'm like, well, guys, thanks for the drink. It's been really fun. I presume I'll see you around, so, bye. And walk in. Oh, and I leave a tip for the bartender. Wait, how much do I leave?
Like a regular tip would probably be, if you're really happy, like a silver.
I leave 2 silver, and I wink.
Oh no, you're Zoltan.
You almost
I'm not
he is
actually
not playing
Zoltan.
Solitaire.
Just- yeah, no, just wait.
Can I just like watch him leave?
You 100% watch him leave.
Should we leave him alone, unattended?
I'm concerned, to say the least.
And Dosandra walks back over. And she's like, you okay, sweetie? You okay?
I don't think we're getting more drinks. Can you just put it on my tab?
She has the shot that she was bringing over and she just drinks it herself.
You might need it. Yeah, just put this on my tab. We might be back. Will you, let me know if anyone comes asking for me.
Okay.
Right. Should we?
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
And you leave the tavern and you see him off in the distance. He's walking west of the town, like towards the west entrance of the town.
Towards okay. We're gonna keep distance.
Yeah.
But
How far back?
But why?
Because you're weird!
Probably a good 30 feet.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's gonna be a bit
Well,
weird
30
here.
feet's pretty close. Probably like 100 feet if you're trying to be inconspicuous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys don't like Chris Topher.
Are you guys trying to be stealthy?
I guess.
I mean, I think in general you would be, so just do a stealth check. With disadvantage because you're wearing heavy armor.
Because your skin is
Your turn.
purple.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
You're not going anywhere.
That's 1.
Oh, God.
You rolled a 2.
So I see them then?
You don't see them, they're just not like...
Quiet. Hands.
That is a 21.
Okay, that's enough to offset yours enough that he doesn't notice. Like, it's not like you still... The only reason he doesn't notice is because of how far back you are. If you were any closer, he'd notice.
Can I tell that if he's headed towards the carnival? Or what I know?
No, the carnival is east out of town.
And he's headed west?
And he's heading west out of town. But you follow him for however many minutes. Holy crap, it's... Why, I hate when things are so different in volume.
Volumes, yeah.
Whatever. You follow him for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And he's just kind of walking. He's not like hurriedly walking, but he's walking with purpose.
Okay.
And starts going out, turns left going out of town, so south, and starts heading towards the river. Do another stealth check.
May I ask what part of the city the carnival's on? If he's going south, is that what you're saying?
So he went west out of so if you look at Dawncrest, he went west out of Dawncrest, and then started going south.
Oh, so he's outside the city now.
Yeah, he's outside. It's a
town.
town. It's a large. It's like a few dozen people. Not a few dozen. Like a few hundred people short of being a city.
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you roll? You rolled an actual 1.
I rolled a natural 1 with a -1!
You're Scanlan. Not Scanlan. Is it Veth? Who was it?
Pike.
No, Sam like rolls like some kind of check.
Oh.
Not the brave?
Yeah, not. He's like rolls some kind of check and he's got like a -2 modifier,
Yeah.
so it's 0 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1. So
Do I know they're there?
It depends on what.
9.
I guess what's his passive perception?
Well-
No, yeah, that's what I base it on. His passive perception is definitely more than 9.
Okay, so
So
I'm
you
gonna
notice.
text you.
Okay.
He just kills both of you.
He's got a gun. He's a sharpshooter. God.
Because you're not like unless you're actively looking, you kind of just your passive perception takes care of it. So passive perception on the first roll was high enough, but it was not high enough. Passive perception when it's a 9 is definitely high enough. Because no one has less than 10 unless it's a negative modifier or something.
What is his name again?
Chris
Topher.
Yeah.
No, that's my name.
Are we sure though?
Sure it is. That's surely your name.
Okay. It's on Discord.
Send you to the general topic group.
Look, I slaughter them both where they stand.
What?
Ow!
Good luck hitting me.
Would that, like...
Yeah, do you have a way of doing it besides just a roll? I'm trying to think.
Pretty sure I... Do I?
No, don't wreck me, please.
Oh, actually... yeah, okay.
Do you have a way of doing it? If you do, message me, because I can't remember. I don't remember 6 people's character sheets.
There you go.
She hasn't been introduced yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
We're best friends.
So you guys are following behind, and do a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Just first.
Yeah.
I feel so thrown off my groove.
18.
Okay, yeah. So he like hitches a step for like half a second, and then immediately there's just a massive cloud of fog where he was.
Oh, what?
And what do you do?
Wait, a cloud of
Fog.
fog? Magical fog?
No, he just shat it out of his ass.
Well, I asked you.
Yes, it is a magical cloud of fog.
Okay, I guess it's not I guess it's not considered darkness, right?
No, it's not. It's not considered darkness, no.
Okay, I'm immediately going to take a defensive stance and whip out my shield and ready my sword. So I'm gonna have my shield ready and have my hand on my sword ready to.
Okay, what do you do?
I pull out my katana.
Okay. And you guys stand there in battle positions for...
A minute or so. I wanna.
Yeah, at least a minute.
Can I do like a? I guess can I?
You can do a perception check, yes. With a disadvantage because you can't see.
Okay. Oh, that's not the tray. With disadvantage.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
So that's a 14, and that's a natural 20.
Aww.
Do you want to do one as well, or? You wait a minute or two. Nothing happens.
And do we hear anything? Like, you said he was by a river. Do we hear
Right here.
splashing?
Nothing.
In that case, I just run in.
You run in. You run into the fog, and there's.
And
I don't remember how long fog cloud lasts. Does it say how long it lasts?
Well, you can't tell them what spell I used.
Of course, I can tell them.
An hour.
Okay, yeah, no, you like run in there and you just search for a few minutes. There's nothing.
I'm gonna stay outside of the fog. Is there like a perimeter that
It's a 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet wide. It's radius, right?
So
Yeah.
is there? I don't want to run through it in case I fall on my fucking face.
And I accidentally kill you.
Yeah.
So I really run my sword out.
I know.
Just stabs you.
Can I like try to go around?
Yeah,
Where
you
the
can,
fog
you can
is?
walk around the whole fog cloud.
Twice. Nothing.
There's nothing at all.
I'm gonna just go. Christopher, are you there? We just want to talk. We have a few questions.
I hear her voice and I start heading towards her direction.
Okay,
As soon as he comes out of the fog, I just want to go. God damn!
The mask.
Terrifying!
okay, so like you guys search for 5 minutes, whatever, and then all of a sudden the fog cloud disappears. And that's it.
the music.
That was not intentional. And there's nothing.
You lost him. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I love this new character. Way different than the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the opposite of.
Can we check for tracks? Like, see if we can where he like was walking. I guess you walked in there. What do your shoes look like?
You can do a survival check.
A survival check.
If you both want to do it, you can.
Sure. Can I metagame real quick?
You don't need a metagame.
Okay, cool.
Two.
It is pretty funny.
No, this is amazing. I love it. This is the only part of the session I didn't have planned. I wasn't sure what was going to happen right here.
That's a 23.
Okay.
I remember that second.
I'm scared he's just gonna apparate and just like slip
I'm the enemy of this.
Yeah, you see like little tracks, but like you can't really tell because it's actually you guys just searched the entire area.
Oh, so
Walked over all of the tracks.
you see your own footprints.
So you can make out his tracks, but you can't make out where they lead. you rolled high enough that like you can straight up you are an amazing tracker. You can see exactly where his tracks are, and then you can't see where they go.
Trample them.
What a fool I am.
Do you say
You should
that?
know better.
Well,
You just.
yeah.
What a fool I am.
No, what a fool
You're gonna
I was.
I've been.
Whatever the grammatical term is.
Okay, I'm gonna, shink, put my shield back and, sheath my sword.
Did you just quick aside? Did you describe what your weapons specifically look like? Like your weapon and shield? Because do they look like the other image that we talked about? Kind of, not like that detailed, but
Yeah.
because they're kind of like blue, like not bluish. They're kind of like purple, with the gold trim and stuff.
Yeah.
Just so you guys have an idea.
Really into this.
Like it kind of like
Like my
her armor and her weapons and stuff kind of match each other. Like,
Yeah, my blade.
well, wait, no, yes, you did. You pulled out the blade, which was sheathed, and you see it's kind of like a purple gold hilt, and like the blade itself,
It like shifts. Like
it's like it from a distance it looks black, but up closer it's like a really deep purple that kind of shifts
like
shades
a
a
dark
little bit.
saber, but it's
Yeah, it's kind of like the Darksaber, but like with a purple tint to it. But not like actively sabering whatever the Darksaber is.
I'm like trying to think of like what the hell. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like.
I hate when it does.
Oh, hold on. Can I
Did you pass that brownie tray over?
can I walk towards where like the
Brownies are great. Where are brownies? I forgot about that.
can I walk towards the where the fog was and
Yeah.
cast detect
I'll also
magic?
take one of those. Thank you.
Detect what?
Detect magic.
They were saying like detect dead or something. It was like, whoa. He's already dead.
I have homebrewed some spells. I've not done a detect death spell.
Do I roll for it? I detect magic. It's 30 feet.
Tell me how it works.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learn its school of magic if it has it.
What is fog cloud? Conjuration, I assume.
Pretty sure.
You see conjuration magic and
Is he within 30 feet? I guess how long does it? It lasts 10 minutes. So
yeah,
can
like
I,
it's an
walk-
active thing that you. It's like yeah.
Yeah, I want to like see if I can walk around and like move my 30 feet to like see if I can get him within the.
Just rotate.
You also see. Oh no. You see 2 lots of conjuration magic. Can't tell what the second one is at all. It's just like a little circle somewhere. But otherwise, it's just magic where the fog card was. You can't tell anything other than that.
Okay, the little circle of magic. Can I walk towards that
Yeah.
and try to put my hand?
It's
The circle.
it's not really. You can't see anything there specifically. Like it's just you see the remnants of something that was conjuration magic right there. You can't tell what it is at all. And do you do anything else? You stand there. Like that's all you can tell. You can't tell anything else.
What are you doing?
And she looks and her eyes are slightly glowing a little bit, like more than normal.
Normal. I'm gonna. There was some kind of conjuration magic used. He might have used dimension. Is dimension door conjuration?
Yes.
What I know about dimension door?
Do an Arcana check.
22.
You know, teleportation magic is conjuration.
I believe he used some kind of teleportation and left this spot right here. But I can't tell where he went. He's just not here anymore.
And as you guys are standing there talking, a figure is approaching from further out southwest that you immediately recognize as Kaelin. Who looks like that.
Ooh.
He doesn't currently look that badass. He's not actively carrying a sword and doing magic, but he looks like that. And
Like
yes,
that, like the armor.
yeah, that's why I thought that picture was fucking awesome. He does have a like slight golden sheen to his skin, and his eyes are yellow, gold, yellow, whatever.
I guess I'm just.
Which you immediately know is Sun Elf.
I'm just
Can
gonna.
I like really grip my sword? Like,
Yes, you
really?
can. Because you don't
It's like
know
this.
who. Like she hasn't
It's
said
like,
anything
okay,
when
like-
you first see him. You won't see him at the same
I'm
time.
gonna go. Hold on. Kaylin. And
Anethra, it's so good to see you.
where were you? You didn't get my message.
You sent me a message.
I tried. It was undelivered, but I was trying to meet you for brunch. Dinner, whatever you want to call it, in between lunch and dinner. Late lunch. I tried.
I'm sorry. I don't know why you didn't get my message.
You tried to send me one?
No, I don't know why I didn't get your message. Sorry.
Oh.
I was like, wait, what?
Hold on. Who knows?
40 ravens.
I mean, I haven't eaten lunch yet, if you want to...
I guess we could head back to the tavern. We just tried to... There was a fellow who told us a name, and it was a very strange name, and then he left the tavern, and then he walked here, and then he went poof, and there was fog, and he conjured some kind of teleportation from here, and now he's gone. I don't know who he allies with, but it was rather strange.
Teleportation magic, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He conjured something.
He's a wizard?
I don't know. He was this emo.
He's an elf?
In,
He's a...
I don't know. He was one of those, one of those folks. It was hair on the face. It was a man.
So you'd know that... How do I like this?
I think
Like, was he a sun elf? Like me?
Oh yeah, I thought he was human. You didn't say
Human.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said human.
Teleportation magic? He
He
wasn't a
said
wizard?
He didn't say a lot besides the fact that he was interested that we were talking about sun elves, and that his name was Topher.
He did.
He has no... Wait, what?
I was gonna say he did mention that he was a merchant.
Interesting.
He was wearing merchant's clothes. Have you
You
met?
technically didn't mention merchant.
He just
was
merchant
wearing
clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
Which you did see. So
Yeah. My bad.
you can assume that he's a merchant by merchant clothes if you want. That's fine.
Either way, he was a strange fellow. Would you like?
He was. What was he asking about?
He was asking about sun elves. He seemed rather interested in the fact that me and this is Jen, by the way.
Again.
Jen. Jen.
I thought that was intentional.
Hey Jen.
Sun elves and talking about.
Me and Gen here were talking about sun elves, and he hopped in.
What was the context for you talking about sun elves?
I was trying to meet you for brunch, and I mentioned sun
And he
elves.
seemed interested when you were talking about
Yes,
me.
catch up, dear. We were talking about sun elves, and he put himself in the conversation, and we thought about the tavern, and you were poof. Can we go back to the tavern, please?
That sounds amazing. Yes, let's go.
All right.
What are they doing back
Gen,
at the
lead the
tower?
way, please.
And that's where we're going to take a break. Now.
I'm Amber now.
Oh, I just reset the timer.
At the moment.
Nice.
That's fine. Okay, so you guys are walking back into town, and he starts just asking you about your day, everything that's happened, and he's
You can press his love.
it's like, I thought we were going to meet at the carnival. Like, you said you sent me a letter?
I was trying to send you a letter. I thought that we could discuss beforehand, before we go to the carnival. I did pick up, Jen here, and I hope it's not too much of a
Yeah, he's like
bother.
curious about you. He's not like up in your face, but he's like, what's your deal?
I hope you don't mind. We've kind of been bonding, you know, so
That's
he might...
That's great. Friends are awesome.
I wouldn't put us there yet. We're more...
Are we friends?
We have met once before this. Honestly, I'm just trying to make a name for myself and establish myself with other people. So let's just go from here. and see where the dusty road takes us.
It's like we could go to the carnival now if you want. It's you know that it's late afternoon.
Ooh.
This is taking a bit.
Do you want to? Do you have
Like
plans?
the circuit, like the performances are on tonight, but the carnival's open like all afternoon.
Could we play games?
You can play games. I'm sure there's plenty of carnival games. Carnivals usually have tons of games. Like apple bobbing.
Magic apple.
I don't want to keep you again. If you have things that you need to do, you're more than welcome to join us. Please don't feel like I'm overstepping by making you come.
I'm the one who made it.
I would have been fine, but
I didn't even make that connection.
It just was funny.
Making you attend!
I know the people I'm playing with.
Please don't feel like you have to attend. How about that?
Sorry, I'm getting back in the game. God damn it. Oh my god.
I'm gonna look away from you so that it doesn't.
So those weapons that you have, they're pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that before. He's like pulls out his and it's like a elvish scimitar. But he
They're
has.
comparing.
So as he pulls it out, my natural reaction would be to pull out my sword, my katana as fast as I could.
Calm down, I'm just.
You're very quick with that. Let's everybody put off.
And he just shows you. It's technically a scimitar, but it's. Wait, is it technically a scimitar? Shit. It's like a fine elvish blade that's a little thin and a little curved. It's got like some stylishness to it. You've seen that before.
Let's just put them away.
He puts it away, just keeps walking. He's
My
like,
apologies.
you can, of course, you can come to the carnival. We're just gonna go hang out.
I was going to ask you about that. Do we need to purchase tickets?
Pretty sure that's done at the entrance.
All right.
You coming along?
Yes, I will join you.
He was very interested in the imperial family, and we were.
That catches his attention. What? You're interested in the prince. That's what you mean, obviously.
Yes, I am very curious in the prince.
Have you ever met one of the princes before?
Not yet, but I hope to maybe meet one day.
I can't tell anything from your face because you're wearing a helmet.
I know. Are you planning?
I love that you're kind of talking neutrally, so no one can tell anything about what you're saying.
I definitely want to meet one.
But I can't get that because there's nothing going on.
We can't see your face. Are you planning something that might get us in trouble if you see the prince, or is this genuine interest?
It is an interest, but I promise that no one will be in trouble after this.
Because they'll all be dead.
Do you want to do an insight check?
Yes!
That's +0.
Wait, what'd you roll?
You roll.
Oh no, I mean like, are you gonna roll something?
To deceive me?
Do I have to roll something?
He doesn't seem like he's gonna kill anyone or anything.
Alright.
Just torture him.
Just maim.
They don't need the tips of their fingers.
Okay, so you're walking through town. It takes, I don't know, at a steady pace, like 20-30 minutes to walk down across the town. As you begin making your way in the direction of the carnival, which is a short walk outside of town to the east, you see dozens of people of all ages merrily making their way there. Children laugh and chatter amongst themselves excitedly. Older men and women are excitedly discussing the carnival itself and the circus performance that'll be happening later that night. The procession continues as the three of you follow them towards the east alongside the river for a few minutes before you see various large red and white coloured tents in the distance. As you get closer, you see an especially large circus tent towards the back of the carnival grounds, which is presumably where the performances are going to be happening. The entire carnival grounds has a makeshift fence around it. It's nothing to stop anything. It's just to mark the grounds. With a wooden arch at the entrance, which is where you are now. There's someone at the front doing tickets. And there's a sign on top of the arch that proclaims it as Berthold's Brilliant Bazaars.
This alliteration going on.
It's carnival, of course there's alliteration. And you kind of like wait in line for a second because there's people lining up. You get to the front, and it's just a regular like male human in his mid-20s. He's like, "You come into the carnival? You want a ticket?"
Yes.
You want a ticket?
3 tickets, please.
That'll be 3 silver.
Alright. I'll get it. Don't worry. Here's 3. I'm gonna hand him 3 silver.
Okay. And he takes the 3 silver and he gives you some little scraps of parchment that have something on it, signaling it's a carnival. And you go in. As you walk in, it's like, I'm trying to think of how big it is. It's like 100 feet across, 200 or 300 feet long maybe. There's just dozens of different setups of like games and small stages for performances and all that kind of thing. Like, you see a 7 to 8 foot tall creature. If you want to roll a history check, you can determine if you know what that creature is or not.
History?
Yeah. You can do it with advantage.
I can't tell if that's cocked.
With advantage?
Yeah.
17.
That is a 18.
Okay, it is... Yeah, you know that it is a troll. Unlike metagaming, unlike regular D&D, where trolls are evil, massive creatures that are, like, terrible people, these are more very clearly inspired by Warcraft trolls, and this is what a troll looks like.
Is there a Mrs. Troll?
He is like... They look, like, relatively, like, regular, like, humans kind of thing, except for the tusks and everything. He does have, like, kind of patchy skin that is where the stone troll part of their name comes from. And he is pretty tall. Trolls, like, they're not monstrous creatures, but they are, like, 7 to 8 feet tall, usually. He's just, like, sitting there, like, with a bunch of children around him, and he is, like, playing with some earth. Like, conjuring animals out of the earth and making the earth creatures move along. As you walk a bit further, there's some games. If you want to stop at a game, you can. I have some stuff prepared if you want to do anything. Otherwise, you can just keep wandering and just...
that's not you?
No.
Oh. It's like this request.
That's not me.
There's like a pie eating contest thing, there's arm wrestling, there's like archery set up. There's a small petting zoo with little basic animals and stuff. What else is there? There's a couple like vendors and stuff. Nothing major, but...
Again, how well can you move in that suit of armor?
It's
Is
not
it
armor.
leather?
It's literally like
Cloth and...
cloths.
How where does your mask end?
So
It's a helmet.
It's a helmet. So it ends here,
got a
and
troll
then
neck.
it's just normal clothes.
But every other part of his body outside of the helmet is covered in some kind of cloth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like layers of cloth.
Layers of cloth.
I'm just
like,
I'm gonna
I got,
go.
like wraps around my arms.
I'm gonna go
my
like
legs
this
and
and go.
straps.
How well can you move in that
Very,
attire?
very agile.
He's so stiff.
it's so
Very
amazing.
agile.
No, I love it. I love it so much.
All right. What say you to an archery battle?
Archery, you say?
Archery.
I accept your challenge.
Okay, this is gonna be great.
We're gonna do an archery game. Sorry, dear.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you guys want to compete? You said you want to compete against each other, or you just want to do it in general?
I want to see who can get more points when doing archery.
So the way it works is up to 5 contestants may enter. You can do it against each other if you want. You don't have to have anyone else there. All contestants stand 20 feet from the target and make an attack roll. There's bows and arrows set up there that you just take. And you should make an attack roll.
Make an attack roll.
What did you want to add?
Is it
You add your dex... Whatever your, like, longbow modifier is, I
I
guess.
think it would be Dex modifier.
It's Dex plus proficiency.
Ooh,
If you're proficient in, are you proficient in martial weapons?
Am I a proficient in martial weapons?
Are you proficient? You are proficient in longbow, right? Yeah. So you would add your Dex modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Yes, in
Hey.
martial weapons.
You're okay. So you're proficient in martial weapons,
Yes.
which means +2, but your Dex modifier. So your modifier to whatever you roll is +1. What is yours?
+6.
You're just doing this for fun. It's just whatever.
It's fine.
Okay, so you both stand at there's like a kind of like painted line, chalk line, whatever, and there's some targets set up, and you're 20 feet away from them, and do an attack roll with your longbows.
Yeah, I'm perfect. Hey! This is gonna suck balls!
Hey, he might roll bad, you might roll it.
You never.
Did you just roll?
A 2?
Oh, I thought you rolled a 20.
That's a 16.
I shot myself in the leg.
You shoot, and it literally just goes over the fence and into the trees.
That's
just
more
hear a
impressive than
scream
just
out in the
going straight
distance.
into the ground.
It wasn't a 1.
It wasn't technically a 1. And
That's 2 out of 3.
you hit the target. And do you want to keep going?
How many more rounds?
2 out of 3. Give me another chance.
Very well.
I promise I'm not a gambler.
Okay, you move 10 feet back
Oh, it's getting harder?
and roll again.
Okay.
23.
16!
You both hit the target. And so you can move further away again and shoot again.
This one's just for funsies.
Stop making me look bad.
I guess I'll move back and I just want to shoot again. I just want to see what happens.
I'll shoot. Oh my god. I left my uniform out.
You still want
that
to-
is a 14.
A 9.
You hit all 3 targets. The last one's like on the target, but it's not amazing. And yeah, you totally destroy it.
You get a ribbon.
And you can tell like she knew she wasn't amazing at archery, so it was more of like a friendly competition thing.
Alright.
So it's like,
Well, so as we do handshake,
I'm so
I
bad
say,
at remembering music.
I say, a pity you're not a worthy opponent.
I'm just gonna go. Kaylin, would you like to redeem the elven race?
I'm not.
Alright.
I might do even worse than you.
We are pitiful creatures, apparently.
You
But
just
I
go
do
off and
see-
start wandering a bit more.
I want to see the animals.
I want to hear what you were going to say.
I was gonna say, I do see good potential in you, though.
Aww, how kind of him.
You like.
You
okay,
suck. But
So
there's
you walk
potential.
over to the petting zoo. There's a, like, based on what you can tell, is like a middle-aged female dwarf kind of standing nearby, guarding the petting zoo kind of thing. There's a bunch of kids in there, and there's just typical barn animals in there. Just these like kids that are like a few years old, whatever, are just playing with the animals. There's like there's like a horse, there's a goat, there's just the typical they're farm animals specifically. That's the main thing I need to emphasize.
Ah, food.
Oh, I completely
Would you like to make our
spaced on
dinner?
something, but you need to do it. It's 3 copper for the archery thing. They make money,
Not only did you lose,
You paid to lose. I paid and I lost.
but no, but you. Let's say you don't have to spend it because you won.
I get them.
Like this is not an expensive carnival; it's more for just the entertainment and stuff.
I did not spend a single copper in this whole adventure.
you didn't.
I know,
you
you
didn't
got a
lose
lot
an
of
arrow.
stuff.
And they like
Where's your sugar mama?
you walk up and you can look at the animals and everything, but the dwarf is like it's a copper to go in.
Anethra.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
You're alright.
I can't tell if it's an art.
Oh, and that's right.
There we go.
I want to look around. Is there a game that I can see that I think that I would be proficient at? That I could redeem myself?
Here's just another friendly game. Put my money
Game,
in.
wink, wink.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Can I also do a perception check to see if Chris Topher is around?
You can do a perception check.
What's your deal with Chris Topher?
What's Chris Topher's deal?
What's Chris Topher's deal?
What are you talking about?
Fuck. Perception 10.
You don't see anything.
What's with these rolls?
I don't know. I gotta switch my dice, man. This is balls. Dice
Balls to the
jail.
walls.
There is spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel!
Yeah, spin the wheel!
It doesn't
You're going
require
down.
like any specific like ability scores, so you won't have like proficiency or anything.
Oh my god.
I could beat you at this.
Alright!
Okay, so as you walk over to the spin the wheel thing, you see a different dwarf, a female hill dwarf. She's just sitting there juggling some balls for kids, and she's throwing them very fucking high. Like, it's like 20 feet in the air, and she's juggling them perfectly. And next to and behind her is actually a griffin that's just kind of sitting there.
Can
Like
I?
a bird?
No, like griffin is a
Like Peter
half
Griffin.
horse, half eagle thing. It's like the
I thought it
hippogriff
was
thing.
half lion.
Half lion, yeah.
Okay. Can I?
It's like,
Kinda like,
it's like in Harry Potter. But
Buckbeak.
it's
That's
kind
a
of like,
hippogriff.
that's a hippogriff, but it's like that. Hold on, let me find
Can
it.
It's,
I ask
instead of
you-
half horse, it's half lion.
Can I
Griffins
do
are half
something?
lion, half eagle.
You said she's throwing them like perfectly,
Like in World of
20 feet
Warcraft,
in
I
the
have
air.
one
Yeah.
of those as a man.
Can I do a detect magic?
Yeah.
Don't know these ones.
Is she using magic?
Well, here's the thing. You're doing detect magic. Are you using spell slots or are you doing
It's a
ritual?
cantrip.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Detect
Detect
magic.
magic
don't
is not.
think that if
It's
it's
a first level spell, I think. But you can do it as a ritual.
You can do it as a ritual. That's
I
what it
just
looks
don't
like
think they're
there.
gonna take it kindly to being
Just
ritual.
sitting
It's
there,
actually
like,
pretty
doing
big.
a
It's like
ritual
big
right
enough
next
to be
them.
a mount, basically.
I had one of those in World of Warcraft.
Yes, you did. Which is where they're from. Which is where dwarves get them from. Which is where this character is based on.
You're such a nerd. I played World of
You don't have
Warcraft
to show
story
me
time.
yet.
I
I think it'd be cool
for
with
a total
the
of like maybe an
Okay,
hour.
never mind. I didn't realize it was.
Didn't realize what.
I didn't realize it was a spell. I thought it was a cantrip.
No, it's okay. But I think you can cast it as a ritual, so we can say you haven't used a spell slot. How long is the
It's usually 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes plus the casting time. So
With
if I remember correctly.
one action plus 10 minutes. To
Okay,
cast
no,
it.
then I guess it's not that important.
It's not important, but she is.
Do it.
But yeah, she has like this giant griffin around. It's just like kind of lazing there, just watching her. It's obviously like her companion. And you walk up to the spin the wheel, and there's a wheel divided into 8 equal segments, which you spin. A participant must guess which number the wheel will land on. As more people guess the wrong answer, half of their fee. Their fee is 2 silver.
Oh, for
Spin the wheel.
spin the wheel?
Yeah, I made the other stuff really cheap.
Yeah, you did.
So if you want, do you just want to do it? Do you want to both do it? It's up to you.
Pleasure is yours.
Do I get to win anything?
Yeah, you can win stuff. Yeah, there's prizes.
I can win prizes?
Yeah.
You've suckered me in. 2 silver, my dear.
Okay.
I'm not a gambler, I promise.
No, 2
Prove it.
silver is not that much. You guys will have
It's your life
plenty of money.
savings.
I know. I'm just
After
chucking
you just
money
spent
out.
all your
Okay, so as more creatures guess the wrong answer, half their fee is added to a large pot that is only won by a creature who successfully guesses the correct number. You must pay the fee and then guess a number. On a failed check, you lose your 2 silver.
Okay.
On a success, a creature earns the pot of silver pieces. Nothing has been won yet, so the pot has 17 silver in it.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to guess 1 to 8 and then roll a d8.
Guess 1 to 8 and
So
I'm
what it
guessing my
is you're
roll.
walking up to the wheel, you're spinning it, it's got 8 segments, and before it finishes spinning, you have to guess a number.
This is pressure, guys. Okay, the one that's sticking out to me is 3.
Okay, so roll it in the middle so everyone can see it. So close! And the person that's there, like, taking care of it, it's middle-aged human, female, whatever. She's like, double or nothing. And then she, like, points to the pot. It's like, double or nothing.
Like double the pot or
Yeah.
nothing? God damn.
But you have to pay 4 silver.
4 silver? That's fine. We're gonna do it.
You really have to be
I just think this is fun. I think this is kind of cool.
Okay, okay. 7.
Okay. one number off.
It's always one higher.
Yeah. One higher.
I'm sorry, dear.
Next time you're about to guess, change your mind and guess one higher.
I'm just gonna gesture for Kaylin and Gen to
And
try.
Kaylin's like, I'm game. And he puts 2 silver down.
What does he guess?
He guesses
Can I roll for him?
6.
He guesses 6.
He's like,
Says at 25 now.
He's very disappointed.
Gen, you game.
Alright, I pitch in 2.
You got this.
So yeah, it's just 2 silver.
It's 10 gold for. No, 10 silver for 1 gold.
Yes, yeah. You can convert some of your gold to silver and just like, you can take like 3 gold and make it 30 silver just so it's easier to do on the D&D Beyond. Oh, I forgot a picture. This person is the one with the griffin. She's a hill dwarf with tribal tattoos, and
Nice.
she's pretty cool.
She's hot.
Alright, so I gave her the 2.
Yep.
And I guess 5.
Oh, it's
3.
3. I'm sorry, person. But good work. Nice, strong arm there.
Is there 10? Is there 100 copper and a silver?
It's always
no,
10.
It's always
Next
10.
increment.
Okay.
Except for Electron.
Yeah, like. I wish the currency system was more obvious in terms of like. I just wish they had like a book of just prices for everything.
Yeah.
That'd be so. Like they're like, oh, we don't want to put prices on magic items, and like, but that would make it so easy.
Yeah. Make it really convenient.
Okay. Are you guys doing any more? Or are you gonna?
I'll do one more roll spin.
Ooh, Kay's putting it 29.
Yeah.
And I guess
Or is this double or nothing?
She's like, double or nothing.
it's 4, right?
If you do, yeah.
That's 31 is the pot then.
10, 20, 15, the double. Okay, I will guess 2.
What is it?
It's a 2!
So that's a bad deal.
62
It's 62
silver you get?
silver.
62 silver!
And she looks kind of shocked, but like
That's the
part
game.
of the game.
Yeah.
And she hands you the whole pot, which is 62 silver.
I give
Anethra.
Anethra 31.
31? Wow!
Y'all are friends?
She's like the dark net.
You know what?
Are we buying more
Doesn't
time?
Sorry, one more.
Are we
Buying
buying
more
more
time.
time?
Because you paid for your time earlier, like the 10 gold for the book.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you gonna just walk off and keep wandering now?
I mean, I guess.
It's like there's still plenty to see. It's like the sun is starting to set. Not that you can really see it because it's still cloudy. Like still really cloudy. But as you walk a bit more, there's a male-looking Triton. Triton, yes. Is doing some kind of water dance on a small area of the carnival grounds. Long ropes of flowing water dance around him. He's like a water bender kind of thing.
Katara?
And he actually looks like that.
Oh.
He's about 6 foot tall and he looks, yeah.
Oh.
It's a little
Everybody-
revealing, isn't it?
Everybody's shorter than me, but you know, I'm willing to.
That's actually, do a history check.
I think I just found my type.
History?
Yeah.
17.
Okay, you know that like 6 foot is actually pretty tall for a Triton. Triton tend to be like on the lower end of 5 to 6 feet.
Got some good genes.
And as you're like admiring this water dance, there's a commotion off to the side with some just rowdy people, and they're just causing trouble, like badly. And 2 people that are very tall walk over there. Clearly security. Describe your characters.
Okay. So up walks a pirate person.
What?
Traditional pirate garb. He, I guess, a security thing,
Yeah,
maybe?
like you know that there is you know this. There's security that was hired locally because there's not enough town guards and stuff to take care of the carnival. Some of them are at the entrance. Some of them are just next to certain locations. Some of them wander around and stop rowdy bunches of people from doing shit.
He is a 6'7", I think.
Yeah.
Blackrock orc.
Blackrock.
So
Black Steel Orc.
Black Steel orc. Sorry.
Yes. Blackrock is copyrighted, but that is totally what he is.
So he has like darker skin, like a dark gray. Let's see. Oh, can I show him my picture?
You can show the picture. Yeah.
Okay. As Abigail mentioned and I mentioned, Rack.
I see.
This is how it came out.
I love the hat,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
And he does. He has a hawk on his shoulder.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I should probably add that. You just see a glorious hawk named Hockey.
Like
sitting
Hockey.
No, like
H-A-W-K.
Hawk with a Y.
That's fun, but I'll accept it.
It's like from Avatar.
And it's-
Yes. So yeah.
And that's you have oh wait, no. You have weapons.
Yes,
Wait.
I have.
So, sorry, what does an orc look... orc... So,
It's like a
Yes, I do.
6'7" grey skin, dark grey skin orc.
Yes.
Cool.
They're
And
not savage creatures like you normally think.
Yeah.
I also have a cutlass and like 2 pistols.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah, he has a.
Two
I
flintlock
can't remember what they're
pistols.
called, but the thing that goes across your
Is
chest.
the bandolier?
Bandolier. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. And he has 2 pistols
pistols
on there.
just like right here. Got my
Do we know what those are?
You
What a pistol.
would have seen them. Yeah,
Okay.
they're not like. They're more common in fantasy setting. This fantasy setting than most.
Okay.
But they're not like everyday things.
Cool.
They're mostly just used by.
Also
like,
a
pirates.
weird person from this group. Out of place.
Yes. You know.
Yeah, you're the weird one.
Technically, yes, he is. But go ahead and describe your character.
Okay, so Saunters,
What is the word?
hulking, 7'11" man. Oh wait! He has no shirt on, just this like holster, and on the back you can see 2 like mean-looking hand axes, and he's got like a ginormous great axe that still has like dried blood on the edge. So like you can tell he means business.
Absolutely.
Is this
Great
orc?
axe.
I'm a Valkyrie.
Oh, what?
A Valkyrie.
You would have to do a history check so you know what a Valkyrie is.
I got a 1.
You do not know.
I'm also...
No, if you
V-A-L.
What do if you want to?
K-R-U-L.
You can do a history check. I would say you'd only do it. You don't have advantage because you're an information gatherer, but you don't know this. If you want to do
22.
I don't know.
You just know that they are very tall, hulking. People call them savage. Like people in civilized society consider them savages.
But do they look like orcish?
No,
they look humanoid.
They are like human.
Yeah.
That's the generic race image for them.
And I've
But they're
got
like-
shoulder long like hair that is permanently like blowing in the wind.
Oh, I love it.
And like with your 22, you know, like they are from the western side of the continent and not really civilized. That's basically
According to your terms.
According to your terms, they're not really civilized. They're from like the wild region on the western side of the continent, which I haven't really named
What are you
yet.
wearing? Again, no shirt.
Okay.
Just like my bandolier. Not really a bandolier,
It's not really-
a harness.
It's like a harness to
I'm
hold
a
the
leather
axes
daddy.
and stuff, like hold weapons.
It has
Leather
like
daddy.
What's
Yeah.
that thing? Corset. It's like a male corset.
No.
Yeah, you said you have like dirty
Those
blonde
are for
hair.
special
Yeah,
occasions.
dirty blonde hair.
Blonde hair, yeah.
And I mean like literally
Back
dirty
to the
blonde
temple.
hair.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like He-Man. Like,
Yeah, kind of.
The Valkyrie race is inspired by Vikings. Just picture like a very like a 7 foot, almost 8 foot tall Viking,
like,
basically.
think about as Viking as you can go, and then make it more Viking.
Yeah.
With your 22, you know they have some relation to the human race, but that's all you know. They just like you don't no idea how that.
And you
is
can
the
tell
case.
by looking at me that
Yeah, it
I
looks like a human.
will destroy you.
You put the cruel in Valcruel.
Yeah, literally. We talked about this.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's like a specific history to the name that I came up with. I'm feeling proud of.
You'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
Okay.
When I get cool.
Yes, but they like just walk up immediately and just break up whatever fight is happening.
I don't even have to say anything to these guys. I just stand there.
You kinda just,
I look down on them and then they like quiet down and leave.
And if anyone isn't believing, then you just pick them up and just kind of move them.
By like their scruff.
Yeah.
Like, humiliating.
Yeah.
That's so
And
cute.
you like.
You're the only one who hasn't been introduced, right?
Yep.
Are you the prince?
Oh my god, that would be so funny. But like, yeah, they're like right there, right next to you, like 10 feet away from you, and you. Yeah, I don't know if you're curious or not.
No, kid.
I'm just gonna go.
Wait, did you roll? You have to roll a history check.
Do I?
Yeah, you have to, because you have to determine if you know or not.
Short. This is what it's like.
You get used to it. Am I next to you?
You're right there. Yeah, you're 10 feet away. And if you
It's
It's
have
like everyone in this party gets taller and taller.
I know. Caleb's
Just wait
gonna
till
walk
me.
into like,
9 foot.
okay, yeah, you
Are you being
have
serious?
Oh.
heard of them. You know nothing about them.
It's like,
You've heard the
damn.
term Valkyrie. You know
I'm
that they are
supposed to be really
humanoid.
mad. I've just been emasculated.
which makes you interested.
You're interested in my friend?
He's interested in information.
I'm just gonna lean over to Kaylin and I'm just gonna go.
What is that? Is that the security?
She's very good at
Can I roll to
asking
see if I
what
heard that?
people are.
I just ask
What would that
they
be?
are.
Perception.
8.
Yeah, you hear whispering. Kaylin
But I feel like
says,
that's probably normal.
Kaylin says, I'm pretty sure it's about cool. That's definitely an orc. Like,
Well,
I've seen
I know
orcs
the
before.
orc. Is this the security that they pulled in for the
I'm-
prince?
No, I'm assuming they just hired whoever they could. Like, wherever they could.
Alright.
This town, like, doesn't have much of a military. Like, there's not many people to the guards or anything like that.
Alright.
Especially with the prince, they probably need as many people as they can get.
More strong as fuck.
Did you get orcs are from Norgrund, the continent to the southwest?
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah.
Orcs are from Norgrund?
Norgrund, which is the southwest
Oh, shit.
continent.
Huh. I wonder what he's doing here. Do you think they ship them out specifically?
What'd
Can
you
I
roll?
make sure to hear that part?
What'd you roll?
I can't see it, but I got a 2, so probably not.
Can I roll again?
Like super ignorant.
For my friend Topher?
I want to hear that comment she just made.
A 9.
Well, the thing is, are you being quiet?
Not really. I
she
figured that
ever-
there's like noise
Then you
happening.
hear it.
Okay. The fuck?
I didn't say anything. I just stepped and like looked down on you. And I'm like,
Can you repeat that for me?
I didn't mean anything by it.
Kaylin, she doesn't know anything about orcs at all. I'm so sorry on her behalf.
I thought I stood out, and I just keep
Careful.
seeming to find more interesting
And you guys have
creatures.
Creatures, eh?
I don't know what the fuck he is, man.
roll history
Initiative.
checks.
Obviously, at this point.
I'm so scared for your
19.
7.
19 plus anything,
19.
because that matters.
Shit.
Mine is plus nothing.
I don't. Where's this?
It's under skills.
Oh, okay. History? Plus 0, so 19.
You've never seen a void elf before. If you had rolled one higher, you would have seen a void elf before.
I might ask what you are.
You're one to be talking.
Yeah.
Hi.
Puny.
All right.
You feel really small.
I've never felt quite so small.
Do you say everything that pops into your head?
Most often, yes.
Maybe
I
you
can
should
tell.
work on that.
Oh, all right. Can someone please save me from this conversation?
Yeah, let's get her out of here.
What? I think you're right. No, wait, let's go.
I didn't mean. No, I promise. I
I,
won't cause anything.
I step in between them and I say, I apologize for my friends.
I'm just gonna look around and go.
I say friends like through my teeth, like friend. My friend's comment earlier. She's not quite intelligent.
I mean, I feel like I would be like satisfied by that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
if
okay.
him insulting her is
Alright.
enough.
I'm like, okay. If you can keep her quiet, you can stay.
I'm gonna put my hand on like. All right, hang on.
Maybe you listen to your.
I may not be intelligent. I would say curious, if anything.
Curious and
Would
ignorant.
you like a drink? Because
I'm on
would.
the job.
He says he's on the job. He can't.
Alright,
Maybe a
could you
quick
have
shot.
tea? Would you have tea? Milk? What can I offer?
Not on me.
I'm not interested in spending any more time with the likes of you.
And
I might have to.
you might start walking off.
Yeah.
It's up to Christian to decide if he goes with you or not.
I'll stay away.
Splendid.
I'll keep an eye, but I'll stay away.
That went splendid.
Wait, are you staying with?
Didn't
Are
it?
you walking off, like straight up walking off? Because it's fine. If you
Yeah,
go.
I'm like straight up walking.
I'm not
off.
planning on you guys like staying together now.
I'll stick with you, but I'll kind of do that.
Alright, so after you leave, I
They
turn.
like walk off and just to see it. There's another commotion far away. But,
So as they walk away, I turn to Anethra and I'm like, I do apologize for the insults.
That's alright. I've been called worse.
yeah, it was maybe watch your words a little bit.
They pop in my head. There's nothing in between. It just comes out.
There's a mouth right there.
I know. That's why the words come out.
If needed, if you would like, of course, I can make it so you don't talk.
That's not necessary. That's not necessary. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Can we move on from this?
Yes. Okay. So the sun is now mostly like fully set. Everyone starts like kind of gathering, like not closing up shop, but like most of the people are kind of like slowing down what they're doing, getting ready to go into the performance, which has like fire lights up all over the carnival grounds. Off in the distance, kind of near the main tent, you see a dark elf stepping off of a platform. They look to have been doing some kind of fire dancing performance, and then an older gentleman approaches. They talk for a moment before the older human puts his hand on the elf's shoulder, and they smile, and then they walk off towards the big tent. It's basically getting time for the big tent.
Should we move to the big tent?
Like,
I'm scared.
you know that there's the carnival, and then there's the performance part of it, and you kind of see the security people. There's you guys. There's a couple other people, buff people, starting to walk towards the tent. Do a stealth check and then do a perception check.
Boom.
Am I doing a
I'm guessing
perception
you're
check?
doing this?
Well, I ran off.
Yeah, no, do a stealth check. Still.
Okay, cool.
Wait, who's doing a perception check?
What do you think?
16.
Oh, perception.
Perception?
I changed my dice.
What about the guard?
I will mess you up.
I don't doubt it.
What's your perception modifier?
My perception modifier.
Like, if that had been a perception roll, what would it have been?
It would have been a 20.
Okay. There's a... Aside for 1 second, there's a large ogre carrying some supplies to the main tent. Like, everyone is slowly converging to the main tent. And as you guys do the same, because you're getting ready to go, you hear a very large draconic roar in the sky.
Oh.
Oh.
Massive draconic roar. And as you look up, you see a white dragon flying towards the carnival grounds.
Dope.
The dragon kind of like flaps and settles down, and you can tell that there's someone riding it.
Oh.
And it's the prince. The prince like steps off the dragon. The dragon's close to the big tent. I'd say like 60 feet away. It's like outside of the grounds, but close to the tent, and he kind of starts walking, and then you see two people on horses that were on the ground, obviously, because they can't fly. They're two kind of like knight-looking people. They look like they're in plate mail and everything, and they like stand on the left and right side of the prince, and the prince starts walking to the tent.
This is Prince Alazarin?
Alazarin, yes.
How do you spell his name?
Yeah.
Alosrin. And everyone knows that he's the... Shit, was it the fifth son? He's the fifth son, yeah. Which makes him seventh in line to the throne. Because the daughters are totally part of that. Yeah.
We love that.
And like the knights are on the side of him, but kind of like in front of him, and they just start walking towards the big tent. and they like hop over the fence because it's not really a fence. It's just marking the grounds, and they start walking around. And
is there like a valet for his dragon?
no, the dragon is literally just sitting there. It's like goes in on itself a little bit, just like getting in not a sleeping position, but a resting position. And then the older gentleman that you saw talking to the dark elf kind of like runs up and starts whispering to him. And you can't hear what they're saying. But shit. Yeah, no, you don't know who he is. So you just see that older male human gentleman talking to him. And they walk into the tent, and you guys start making your way there.
Do I see them?
Everyone's walking towards the tent. Yeah.
Okay.
They're already inside the tent. They
Okay.
sneak in
I
through the back.
I just want to keep my head down and just kind of like.
Are you following?
Who?
The prince is going inside the tent. The large
Am I
tent.
following the prince? Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you go into the tent as well. You guys don't notice him. Because he rolled stealth.
Somehow.
And so you get into the
Are
tent.
we as security gonna notice the sneaky man?
Do a stealth check and do perception checks.
17?
I'm just gonna take this out for a different d20.
Do you want me to do the perception thing again?
No. That was for the dragon.
17.
16.
You see, like he's not. You don't. Okay, you see him walk in, but you have no reason to suspect anything because you don't know him at all. He's just a human walking into the tent.
Humans.
With his, what was it? 17. You guys wouldn't. Your passive perception's not 17, right?
No, man, you're on like thin ice.
I have like
already like not
0 stealth modifier.
Oh, you keep rolling really high for stealth. It's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, you guys don't notice it.
But that's only because we spent so much time together.
Kaylin's
I like
perception is not that
begrudgingly.
high. So yeah, you guys don't notice.
I appreciate it.
It's
We're like
still
that.
cloudy outside. It's dark, but like once you get inside the tent, it's light because there's lights in there. You get in, and the canopy of the tent is actually open, like over the center of the ring. But it's still cloudy. The stars and moon are not visible. You can't see anything. And what are you just gonna go in and sit down? So you. Oh, sorry. I need to explain it better. You walk into the tent. It's circular. There's stands to the left and right of you as soon as you walk in, and people are filling those stands. And then on the other side, like in the other corners, there's 2 stands. That entire left section is for the prince and his 2 people.
So is he up there already?
He's up there on the other left side. You can't go over there. It's like there's like you guys are actually guarding it. Like the older gentleman who you guys know is actually Bertold himself. He's the one that is in charge of it. He has like gotten like 6 security people in front of the prince.
Clearly, we were some of the best over there.
I'm gonna.
Actually, it's only 4 because he has his 2 knights with him, and he's very, very confident in his knights. You guys know that like every royal prince or princess travels with 2 personal knights.
That's so cool. I don't know why.
However, like the consorts, the parents, like the mothers of the children have 1 personal knight each. The children have 2.
Interesting.
And the emperor has a lot.
20 at least. I don't remember.
He has 12. He actually has 12.
Wait, so they're
So
guarding the prince's
Like they and like multiple other people are like standing in front of the prince's section. I can get the map up. It's fine.
Do I hate this person? Do I hate the prince?
I
don't know about him.
Do you?
Based on your character's backstory, you might not be like happy with him or anything. You guys, you can decide how it says, but you guys came in this direction, and the prince is entirely taking up this here.
Are we putting our minis on?
So there's no like.
No, you don't have to put your minis on.
That's
I'm just
just
showing,
everything.
giving you a visual.
Can I anyway?
So the prince is in.
Yes, please do. I want to know where you guys are.
The prince, no.
No.
So this,
Surprise,
this is the entrance
surprise.
here. This is going to need to be way closer to me at some point.
Where's your sticky?
Can
Don't
we,
just take those
is
out.
anyone going to have more brownies? Put them up then.
I know, I'm sorry. I got a little excited.
Okay, so you guys walk in here, because the ring is like this. You can sit here, here, or here. This is the section for the prince, which is guarded by 2 of the knights who are very clearly capable, and then 4, well, you 2, and then 2 other really tall people that are obviously buff.
We're just at least intimidating.
At least intimidating, yeah. And these stands here are all filling up, and you... Which ones do you go to?
I'll follow you.
Which one is the least filled?
Probably the back right one.
Yeah, we'll head over there.
You guys walk around. Kalen's following you. He's curious. He's looking at the prints, but he's like...
I'm gonna say under my breath, pretentious bastard.
And Kalen, he's like, yeah, it's a little much.
He's more than a bastard.
I'm gonna need to pee before I read this. I've drank so much.
It's your own damn
If you
fault,
if you
man.
need to, I don't.
Yeah,
I feel like it's maybe a good stopping point.
No, I need to... there's gonna be lots of talking. Give me 1 second.
There doesn't need to be lots of talking.
No, there
Could
is.
be more.
Should we just get him
I
like
turn around and shoot.
I
the
think
prince.
about it sometimes. He pees more than like a pregnant woman. So he pees a lot. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it as like, I'm very curious. You guys look very different. You guys do realize you stand out, but like so do I. So it's like we'll stand out together.
I don't want anything to do with you.
You just kind of, I kind of like glance over at you, and I like see you, and I'm just like, you're
Yeah, we're
like,
just mean mugging you.
after just waiting for it to get off, like clock out. You know, once I clock out.
Clock out on site.
I was looking at really apologize, but we're probably gonna run a little late.
How late? Some of us have work.
Yes, I do have work, I know. Okay. You guys sit down in the stands. The stands keep filling up for another 10 minutes or whatever.
I lean against the side of the stands like an edgelord.
Which stands?
Yeah, which one? Where are you standing?
Like,
where are we standing?
Across from the fences.
Okay.
Like here?
Yeah, like there.
Are we like in front of the stand or what?
Yeah, where are we?
You guys are like lined up in front of the stand almost.
So like right here?
You're not putting your mini on yet.
Well, I want to put me on.
I'm only putting it there for a visual reference. Okay.
That's a 10.
I'll be outside.
And it's like it's
You're
kind
up.
of. It's kind of dark light in here. It's like it's only just the cloudy sky and then some torches around. And once everyone's settled in and seated and everything like that, the older gentleman Bertold walks out. He looks. Oh, actually, do you guys all do perception checks?
All of us?
Except you two, because you're standing right there.
15.
This is kind of what he looks like.
23.
That's what Bertold kind of looks like. He's very eccentric, but he's not like... He doesn't look as evil as he might look there.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
15.
Perception, all his friends,
24.
23.
Okay. Then you can, like, even in the dark light... Well, you can see the dark vision anyway.
I do.
You can see exactly what the prince looks like.
Ooh!
Looks like that. Except his skin's a little gold. And he has gold knives.
He's like the Game of Thrones dude.
His knights look like that.
Sick.
Fuck.
That's all you can tell about
want.
them.
Please!
Okay. And so the older gentleman, Bertold, he's a human, walks out and he kind of says, welcome everyone to the Brilliant Bazaars. Today we are going to have a performance of the Primordials. Which is why I spoke about them a lot at the start. We will have one performer each representing the Primordials. They will perform for you with some music. And then we'll have a finale at the end. And I'm going to get music so I don't fuck it up.
A finale.
And he says, and he starts walking like to the back. This is kind of like a back tent where all the performers are.
Like where this curtain is, kind of?
Yeah, the curtain's closed, yeah. And he starts walking back towards the curtain, and then out, he says, everyone I present to you Cash. He will be representing Tyranny, the mountainous primordial of Earth. And from the back of a tent walks a very tall male stone troll, which you saw earlier. He stands at almost 8 feet tall. Yeah, that's fine. When he's standing straight. He has light grey skin with stone-like patches on his shoulders and biceps, clearly part of his stone troll heritage. Yes. He has white shoulder-length hair, some golden jewelry in his ears and on his tusks, and which jut out a few inches from his mouth. He has black leather pants and a light brown vest, which is open so you can see his chest. As the light dims and the music starts playing, he gets into position. He starts to slowly dance. His movements are rigid, but not because he can't dance. It's part of the earthen performance. As he moves his hands, he slams them into position at his sides, and 2 pillars of earth and stone jut out 6 feet into the air, timed perfectly with his movements and the music. He swirls his arm around in a circle, and the jutting dirt and stone moves with his movements. as it leaves the pillars and starts floating in the air. As he dances, his arms keep making sharp movements to the beat of the music, and the earth forms into various shapes as he does. This goes for a couple of music before the music starts to ascend towards its climax. He kneels and slams both hands into the ground at the same time, kicking up a huge cloud of dust and earth, but none of it reaches the crowds of people. As dust clears, you see a 10-foot tall golem made completely of earth. The golem starts to copy his movements as the music almost reaches its climax, and just as it does, he and the golem slam their right fists into the ground at the same time, and Cash disappears. Like, completely disappears. He shouts and you look up and he's 30 feet in the air, and falling fast, and he's falling with his fist raised at the golem. As the music finally reaches its climax, Cash yells and slams his fist into the golem, which disappears in a burst of earth and dust, and he lands perfectly, kneeling as the music stops. And the crowd erupt. Cheers.
Love you guys.
And he kind of like bows and does his performance part of it, and he walks back through the curtains. Bertold walks out, and he's like, yes, thank you. He's like, calming everyone down. Ladies and gentlemen, Zale. They will be representing Typhus, the raging primordial of water. Okay. From the back of the tent, a 6-foot tall Triton walks out with a cocky smile on their face. They are completely shirtless, with brown leather pants and white straps of cloth around their lower legs and feet. They have a maroon strip of cloth with golden tassels on it, tied around their waist with a brown leather belt. They have a yellow strip of cloth around their neck that goes under their armpits, a green scale mail pauldron and bracer on their right arm, and an elven twin-bladed scimitar in their hands. Which is usually wielded by elves, but he's not an elf. Thank you. I went off note. I have it all written down. They have short, brilliant white hair that is slicked back like flowing water and deep blue eyes. The music starts as they get into position, double-bladed scimitar held out to their right side. The music starts and Zale immediately starts twirling the blade in one hand. As they do so, water erupts out of the blade in a spinning circle. The double-bladed weapon is spinning faster than your eyes can see, the water following it in a fast-paced, constant stream, the music regal and flowing like its movements. They start a proper dance, their blade shifting in their left hand as they do so. Into their left hand as they do so. The water flows, a brilliant circle of conjured water swells with it. They start doing some parkour-like movements, flips here and there. They run up one of the pillars holding the tent up, leap backwards in a flip and land perfectly, slamming the weapon into the ground as they do so. As the weapon hits the ground, water splashes out violently in every direction. The people in the front rows flinch, about to get wet, but the water doesn't hit them. Before it does, the water curls up in a wave and collapses in on the ring where Zale is standing. Except their weapon is flying straight up through the open canopy in the air, their arm raised high. The wave of water reaches them, but they catch it in a massive ball of water in their raised hand. It just floats, a massive sphere of water floats above their head. As the double-bladed scimitar reaches the maximum height that it can and begins to fall, it falls, and then Zale launches the ball of water up at the weapon. The moment they connect, the watery sphere hitting the blade, it explodes. Droplets of water rain down over everyone, except there's no water. The illusionary water sparkles in the light of the tent as the music finishes and Zale catches the blade perfectly. They bow as everyone around them cheers.
So it's not actual water?
It wasn't actual water.
This whole time.
All water was the friends we made along the way.
Friends.
When it happens, they bow and they go back to the curtain, and Bertold comes down again. And he says, "Thank you everyone for being here tonight. Our next performer is Bridget, and she will be representing Zephos, air primordial of the cutting winds."
It's not a good sign that the fire one is going last.
The fire one
is that you, Caleb?
And then a 5-foot tall female hill dwarf walks out from the back of the tent. That's teal tribal tattoos of her clan all along her arms and shoulders. She wears a blue sleeveless studded leather shirt with intricate gold and silver patterns on it. She wears matching leather boots and pants, and she has piercing on her lip and 2 on each ear with teal blue gemstones. Yep. These are all the people you saw earlier. She has Her long brown hair is parted into 2 ponytails that surround her shoulders. She gets into position as some tribal Viking-like music starts playing. She reaches for 2 hand axes on her sides, grips them, and then immediately throws them out to her side and into the audience. The crowds of people in those areas flinch back, but the axes don't even make it halfway before they stop mid-air, nothing holding them. And then she starts spinning, and the axes moves with her. Long arcing circles around the center of the tent as she spins with them. The 2 axes shoot back into her hand, and she catches them effortlessly, clearly having done this hundreds of times. She dances in flowing movements like the wind, but then her movements become sharp and the music gets faster, biting, slicing as her movements do too. She throws out the axes again, but this time they're aimed at some burlap sacks that you notice hanging from the ceiling. The axes cut straight through the bags and flower petals fall out.
Oh.
They fall and then they rush towards her wind carrying them to swirl around her body in a graceful movement, like Shang-Chi.
I love it.
The axes fly back in. What the heck did I write? Fly back into her hands. I wrote hair. Into her hands, and she throws them up through the open canopy, far, far higher than Zale through their double-bladed scimitar. They disappear and you can't see them anymore. The music ascends towards a climax, the petals floating around her faster and faster, and then she's dashing forward 10 feet, and then she bends down and leaps into the air. She ascends as the music does, 5 feet, 10 feet, 20, 30 feet into the air. She's through the open canopy, and then she's falling, but before she gets past the canopy, a griffin catches her.
I love that.
The one she was with earlier. They slam into the ground, the petals fly everywhere, and as the music ends, she raises both arms and catches the 2 hand axes. The griffin spreads its wings and screeches, and the crowd erupts in applause. Oh,
You can do it. One more.
anyway, she does her thing. The griffin's cheering.
The griffin is cheering?
Yeah, its wings are like flying out. It's like griffins are actually like when their wings are spread, they're fucking huge. Like they're actually pretty big. And she walks back, and then Bertold comes out, and he's like, "Marvelous! You've all just been marvelous tonight." Now for the final element, representing Incendius, the primordial lord of flame, Bæl. Caleb, describe your character.
I knew it.
So
I have everything written down, but you do your character description.
So, like dark elf, like ash gray skin, like red hair. Which I don't know if you guys have seen dark elves before, but if you have, that's not normal. And then like red eyes, wearing like kind of like red and gold, kind of the whole outfit. It's like mainly just a vest with like nothing underneath, and then like kind of like big poofy pants and like no shoes. They have 2 little swords that I walk out with.
Okay. This is clearly the dark elf that you guys saw earlier, who was talking to Berthold. And you pull out... Where is it? As Bæl comes out into the center of the ring, you pull out 2 fire knives.
Your name is Bæl? Okay.
It's like Beauty and the Beast now? Yeah. No E at the end. Well, it doesn't matter how you spell it. But
you pull out your 2 fire
Doesn't matter,
knives,
'cause
and
you
as the
can't
music
freaking
starts,
read.
you run your hands over the fire knives so the crowd can't see what you're doing, but then they immediately light up in brilliant flames. The music gets going and he gets into position. As he starts his performance, the tops of the 4 small pillars lighting circle erupt in massive flames, and he starts dancing. The music is tribal, primal, and so are his movements. He moves in time with the music and the flaming knives follow. He throws them up slightly before you realize they're attached to his wrists by cords, and before they can fall, he starts spinning them in circles in his hands. So it's like wrists are spinning. Flaming wheels of bright orange yellow flames erupt into places where the knives are swinging. His body turns, the blades still swinging in circles as he starts to dance a bit more. Flowing movements, the blades swinging perfectly. And then he stops spinning and he catches them before he throws the knives outwards. Cords still attached, the flaming daggers head towards the audience, 15 feet away, 10, 5. Someone screams, but then the knives shoot back towards him in the center of the ring. He stretches his right arm and catches the 2 knives perfectly in one hand. But you can see that the knives are actually caught at the handles, and as he starts swinging his right arm, you realize they're now attached together as like a scimitar, almost like a double-bladed knife. One long double-bladed fire knife is now spinning in his right hand, his left, and the music starts ascending to its peak. His body swings around, the combined fire knives moving perfectly around his body. They're around his arms, his chest, even his legs, and then he kicks it up with his foot high in the air, and the music peaks and he's jumping up with it. He catches it and slams hard into the ground as the music finishes and flames burst out from in every direction, a blast of fiery heat like an erupting wave towards the audience, and he's kneeling and the music stops before it reaches everyone and it dissipates. And then everyone starts clapping.
Yay!
Okay. That happens. Berthold comes back and announces, thank you everyone. Now, the finale, the last march of the Primordials. The ogre from earlier walks out and is clearly supposed to be like the enemy. The 4 individuals representing the Primordials walk out and the music starts for the performance. I'm just going to play the same music. Music starts for the performance, but before Berthold can even move to leave, a piercing loud howl erupts from the southeast stands, followed by another, then a third from the southwest of the ring. Ripping and tearing can be heard immediately as what are clearly 3 werewolves finish their transformation.
You said!
Now clearly visible overhead as the clouds have parted and the full moon is right there.
Akri.
One of the werewolves snarls and rushes for the prince, another rushes for Berthold in the center, and the third turns towards a commoner next to him and bites him. Roll initiative. Fuck.
Oh.
You got this. Dirty 20.
1 second. I'm definitely not ready for
rolled
that.
all night.
I need to get the counter thing up.
I like how you
excited to
describe
try
the
lower.
dances.
I wrote those like 3 hours ago.
I could like see them in my head.
Yeah, they were
Have
good.
hockey on my
Yeah.
side.
Hockey will always be on the side.
Thank you.
So, 1 second, and I'll do you.
You can tell me now.
Sorry. I need to have both windows up.
Do you?
Yeah, because stuff is gonna happen.
What?
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 Oh, should we put people out?
Oh yeah, you can put your... Oh yes.
We can put minis!
Fill the stands with these people.
Oh,
They're
so
just
I
random...
need one.
Yeah, I
Because my
need
mini's
one.
not
No,
here.
I have minis for you guys.
Oh, okay.
They're not like...
I did order my mini. It's on its way.
We're sitting in that one, right?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know where.
That's
My
yours.
breast.
It's a Goliath, but it's closest you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Dude, you
This
do
is
have
you.
breasts.
That is epic.
Oh, nice.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
lowest
say
I
like
can
to
do.
the.
Those are like
This is where the
default
prince is,
breasts.
excuse you.
Damn.
I'm just like we're
I
putting
wait.
people out.
This is
Does it-
you.
And it was
How many
like-
people should I put over here for the prince?
This is.
No, I have the princess
I
one.
you had to
Where-
take off my face
where's
because I
Tyra's
couldn't.
character
It was
right
too
now?
fucking
You're over
Which one's-
here.
Wait, which one's mine?
You said you
this
were
one,
right here.
that He has in his hand.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
fiery.
My character's
Where
down.
are you? You're next to me. I need.
So that
Caitlin.
one of them's gonna
Caitlin.
come like straight for us.
Yeah.
We're
We got it.
we got this thing.
This is Kaylin. I painted Kaylin.
Do we want to
okay.
make
Caitlin
like
looks
prince or
gross.
like knights or something?
Hey.
I already have them, yeah.
Are we gonna have the 4 primordials? Because I want to visibly check out Zayden.
I know.
Oh, I don't have names for them.
Do you have one?
Should be like
Caleb?
Caitlin, no.
Oh,
Zayden.
this is me currently, I believe. But that's not. Yeah, I have one. It's just still in the works of being.
Oh,
Are you painting it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I haven't started technically.
Taggart,
yet.
where's?
Huh?
Where are you?
But
Oh, I guess we
I
don't.
guess I'm the fire guy.
You're
Don't want the fire
He's
hand.
this one right here.
Yeah.
Is that
You're
not?
not
It's just
in, you're not-
energy.
I know you're not in the stands, right?
I don't have a mini
No,
for
I'm
the
like leaning next to
female
him.
knight. Find a female knight there and put it over there.
She's got a crossbow. Okay, cool.
You
got one.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 second.
I should have
Anethra,
put a
what's your
solidly, like,
initiative?
8 squares.
Anethra,
Oh, sorry.
12.
Bæl.
11.
Why is this not working? There it is. Abigail.
Dirty 20.
You haven't said your character's name.
That's you. Who's is that?
That's Kaylin.
Oh.
Gen.
24.
What the fuck,
What's with
dude?
your rolls, dude? I don't know.
Again.
Orc.
19.
No, we don't know your names yet.
We're just.
I
we're just
might
separated.
actually know their names.
Oh yeah, you could.
I'm just saying.
Potentially.
Do we win the yours?
Did you care to interact with us?
I most definitely probably did. Most definitely probably.
You just need a lot of
Christopher.
21.
Christopher.
21.
What's the order?
Oh, I'm not telling. There's so many people.
Okay, never mind.
No, like just this one time, I'm not telling.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna wait on some of them because they might not react immediately. That makes sense. Okay. However, there is a surprise round.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
werewolves.
For the werewolves. So one rushes for Alozarin and jumps up to attack him. And shit, I need to roll.
Who is that?
The prince.
Right here.
Princey.
So is this guy in the stance now?
He like
Or
jumps
he's
up.
trying to get through us?
No, he like runs and just jumps past you. Like,
Oh.
By the way, since height matters, 6'4", by the way.
Wait, so is Taggart the shortest, or how?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the shortest.
So the werewolf runs up to attack, and Alozarin just casually throws up a shield, and it does nothing.
You're 5'9"? No, what was it?
5'11".
5'11". So 5'11",
The other one rushes for Berthold and attacks him.
Slushy?
Yeah, that's gonna hit it. Sorry, this is gonna take a second.
Sorry, who's getting hit?
Okay. Why is this?
Do we care about him?
Yeah. He's paying you guys.
Oh, okay, shit, yeah.
Yes, we care about him!
Even more than Alessandra. Alistair.
Why
Alice.
is this not showing?
Alazrin.
Alazrin.
Just gonna call him a legend.
Here's the thing. If he dies, we don't get paid, but if he dies, so do we. So
If he dies, there's probably going to be blame put upon this entire circus.
and we're security, so we have to protect
And
him
you're
over
you're
the
security,
money.
and you're part of it.
I like
so.
money though.
Yeah, but
We can just
my
reload
heart.
And I
him.
kind of hate him too.
Oh, okay.
hate his
Okay,
guts,
so
but
the
I
werewolf
have to,
runs
like,
up to
try.
Berthold, bites into his shoulder. He fails his Constitution saving throw, and now he's cursed. In the process of, stuff happening, and takes 16 points of damage as the claws come down and rip him across the chest.
Fuck. Wow.
How good is he looking?
Not great. He immediately falls to the ground.
Oh, lovely.
And then the other one turns and just bites the commoner next to him, and he starts transitioning. Well, like
instantly?
not transitioning instantly, but you can tell like
It's
Something's
taking
happening.
effect.
it's taking effect.
Wait, this werewolf is.
He just bite. Yeah, do it the guard. That's like that guy there.
So we're gonna
Okay.
have more werewolves?
Yep.
And then-
frack, patty whack.
Again, it's your turn.
Alright. So,
Did you roll initiative for hockey?
Oh, do I need to roll for hockey?
You do. I don't have it on here, but I have too many things on part of this combat encounter.
one of my things. How much do I move?
I think hockey has a
Okay, okay.
initiative thing too.
Ooh.
Where do I check for hockey again?
Did you guys see Gen's mini?
I didn't. I want to see your
Where's it
mini.
again?
It's like exactly how you described it.
That is
Yeah.
so cool. That's fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah. What are you doing?
You're scary as shit.
Good, that's kind of the point. Okay, so I'll go.
Ooh.
I can only go one diagonal, right? In my turn.
Trying to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Because 5.
You can move 8. Remember.
Wait, that's.
Six,
Oh, that's.
seven,
Oh.
He has a 40 movement
Oh.
speed.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, so I'll go here.
Yep.
And I will. Where's my stuff?
Wait, he has 40 movement and I only have 30.
Yeah. It's part of his class.
Get good.
I be zoomed to.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so I grab my.
Katana.
Yeah, I grab my katana. Sorry, I'm looking at stuff.
No, you're right.
I'm forgetting things on the spot.
It's the first session.
It's
So.
the first session. It's gonna. People are gonna forget stuff.
So I grab my katana and I attack the werewolf.
Okay. Roll to hit.
How does a 24 sound?
Definitely hits.
What are you rolling?
Okay, so
Just
I
gotta
hit
wait
him.
and die is what he's got.
1d10.
I'd like to roll your die, please.
I should have printed off this combat thing. Oh.
You had how many days?
No, it's like I have like a what's going to happen in combat
Yeah.
Okay,
thing.
so I hit him with my katana and that is a 5 damage.
Okay.
But then I use a key point, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I use my key point
Ooh.
and I use. Where's the thing?
That's fine.
I'm freaking out, man.
I'm freaking out.
You rolled a high initiative. You went first.
Yeah.
It's the flurry of
I'm trying to
blows.
see if he has a +10 initiative roll.
How would you know that?
It's right. It should be right at the top.
If there is,
Where's
it
your
should be up
thing?
here.
Just bonus action flurry of blades.
So curious to know exactly what all these classes are.
You'll find out.
Especially
Like,
you.
In a second, yeah.
You have no idea.
yeah. No one has any idea about his character at all.
It's so great.
Flurry blades. So you do it. Use your bonus action to attack twice with your Tanto.
Okay, yeah.
So-
and then Tonto.
I would ask Kyle.
Where is it?
At the top.
It's actually at the
Oh no, it's not. You're right. You're right.
which is 1d4.
You have to hit first.
Oh, yeah.
Roll 2d20s to hit with both your attacks.
Freaking Dark Elf.
Shit. Those.
Wow.
I'm just gonna. I probably
how
won't be
do
as racist
we-
to you
As some
like,
people.
12 and a 28 sound.
Both hit.
whoever the hell he is.
Yes, a 12 hits. If you guys didn't hear that, a 12 hits.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is...
The werewolf?
What's
Yeah.
What's
So I did roll for hockey. I don't know. I can't remember if it gets an initiative bonus, but I got a 19.
I keep hearing hockey like the sport.
I know, I do too.
So
I just realized that like when I first introduced it, I was like,
Just look at his little hawk.
yeah, hockey. My hockey.
I mean, I get that, but like also hockey.
Oh shit.
3, 3 plus 4, so that's a total of...
6 plus 4 twice though. So it's
No, so, yeah, 6 plus
8,
8.
14.
14 damage.
Okay.
I know.
Ah.
Target's character.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Woo!
Right here.
He turns and runs.
Christopher. No way, dude. He's on a mission. Kyle.
Yeah, I know. You can do whatever you want. Like I planned for
Hell
stuff.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, things are about to get funky.
Have the guards done anything?
They haven't
yet?
done anything yet.
We haven't taken
Which
our
means
turn
their
yet.
initiative is after yours.
Well, these guards too.
Oh, yeah.
Can I hold an action and a bonus action?
Damn. Why would you hold anything?
Because.
What are you waiting for?
Because. Actually, yeah, okay. You're right. You're absolutely right, Kyle. Why would I do that?
I'm like, what are you waiting for?
So, actually, I need to text this to you because they can't read it yet.
Can't say anything out loud. That's secretive in this character, man.
That's a little sussy.
That is
Who are
sussy
you?
bussy.
You're up next, just so you know.
Okay.
What is
So
it?
think about
What I'm gonna do is kind of gonna depend on what he's about to pull.
I have the same initiative as my hawk.
Oh, that makes it very easy. I don't have your hawk on here, so it just goes with you. It would go before you.
Well, because is it by...
It would go before you because your initiative modifier is higher. Then it's... you can... Yeah.
Okay, first, I cast, which one is it? Yeah.
If it's
first,
what I think you're doing.
First I cast Fog Cloud.
Okay. I don't have shit. Where's... Oh, I don't
You
have
don't,
the...
you don't have shit?
Where's the things? The frame thingies.
Oh, the like the spell things.
Yeah. I don't know where they are.
I don't know where you put those there.
I don't know where you put those.
Well, you
dear.
can put... by the way,
The way
can
you
put-
say.
Listen, everybody is dear, but my husband most of all.
Aw, it's real cute. Hey.
I know, it's so gay.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Where are you putting it? It
Over.
doesn't have... Yeah.
Yeah,
It
here.
can go anywhere within 120 feet of you.
It goes over here.
Oh! Wait!
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
I'm not.
And
So
then
you are the BBEG.
I do the other thing,
Yeah, you do the other thing.
and I say this,
But you don't say it, really.
right?
What the fuck is happening? First werewolves.
Well, like, he could say it out loud, but then it would spoil stuff.
So he says something that no one hears.
Can I roll to see if I heard it?
No. His mouth isn't moving.
Bro, we suck at our job.
Yeah, but we hate that guy, so.
We're not trying as hard to protect
Are
him.
you saying a
Oh
whole
no,
sentence?
a werewolf.
Oh,
You have
werewolf.
6 seconds. Your move is
Oopsie.
6 seconds.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, did you?
Oh
I
no,
don't
it
see it.
missed. Eventually,
And a
I'm
hammer.
able to do it.
Oh, okay.
And I like walk over to the edge of the stands and hold out my
They're
hand.
only
Okay.
one single.
Wait, hold. Oh, you wrote to this.
Oh, the prince is your lover.
that?
Okay,
Dagger to move there.
Kind of like a little bit further out of the way, so that like I'm in. No, like the other way. so that I'm like kind of on the edge, reaching up, and I'm in the fog.
Yeah.
I'm Confucian.
I'm confused.
America,
Your turn. It's heavily obscured. You can't really see what's happening.
Please don't hit me.
Who's on deck?
Okay, well, I knew that there was a werewolf.
You're next after this. Yeah,
I mean,
you
I knew that there was one
you
right
saw a
behind
werewolf
you.
right behind you. Yes.
And then the fog comes up. I feel like I'm gonna like lunge for it.
Okay. Yeah.
And do a little reckless attack.
You have disadvantage, which means if you reckless attack, it's a straight
It's
roll.
a straight roll.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
not
just
a
a d20, right?
Yeah.
This is a good time to do reckless attack.
Oh no, you have to do something else first. That's part of your class.
Oh, rage.
First combat, everyone's figuring stuff out.
I would like.
Sorry, we're gonna have to like say that I'm doing that.
Yeah, you have to specify it, otherwise
yes.
I'll say you're not saying it.
Yes.
Okay. You rage and you reckless
like to
attack,
rage.
and then you swing. Which reckless attack is good because you otherwise would have disadvantage. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I...
And you can't.
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Which is 1d12 plus 4 plus 1d4. 19 damage.
Okay.
None of you guys are close enough, so I'm not going to say.
Orc's turn.
Okay. Or is it the hawk first?
It can be the hawk, yeah.
Okay.
But the hawk can't see really either.
Okay. I'll just have my hawk fly up out of the fog.
That works.
Okay. And then
Hockey.
Can I just? I'll just like assume with you.
Yeah, you know
the
that
werewolf's
they're
like
there.
right behind me.
Do you want maybe because I know when we did session 0, we were having.
You can't do anything with the hawk though. The hawk can't see.
Okay.
Yeah. It has to be able to you both have. Yeah, you can't command it to do something if you can't see it or he can't see it or anything like that.
I'll just turn around and slash at it.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Okay,
let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's see.
You guys need to stop.
No. Bad boy.
Bad boy.
Let's see. So I get a 1d6 plus 4. How does the?
But it's 6 plus 1d6 plus 4. So roll 1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
And then it's plus 10, whatever you roll.
1d6.
Yeah, that's a d6.
6.
So 16 max damage.
16 plus your class.
Plus the.
You have the main feature of your class.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Sneak attack.
Oh, sneak attack.
Oh!
I was trying not to spoil it.
Okay.
We got.
What is that?
It's 2d6 as well.
Good.
Wait, no, but sneak attack is crit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, let's
All dice is.
all dice
added.
is doubled.
So you're gonna do max damage on
So
this
it's
one?
four-
It's 2d. It's 2. I guess it's 2d6 plus 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
the way we're doing
so-
crits, it's 2d6.
So you're currently at
plus 12.
16
Okay.
plus 2d6, so let's see, 12
So
plus
it's
16.
Yeah, I've already done the first thing.
6 and a 3.
Okay.
So 9 plus 12.
Another 21.
You can't see it, but the wolf is whimpering.
Yeah, that's a total of, let's see, 16 plus.
16, 12, and 9, right?
So
So
That's
21.
28 plus 37.
Yeah.
You're all
Oh my
really
God.
fucking good.
So you
Okay.
just did 37 damage to it, and I did 19 damage
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah, it's
still
very.
going?
and it's still going.
I just peed a little.
Weakling.
Actually,
I can
as
smell
part of
your
it
ear.
going bloody,
That's my pee.
it can make a reaction attack against someone within
It's all
melee
the same.
range. But it has disadvantage because it can't.
Cloud.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's
Gosh,
disadvantage.
man.
It can smell, so it's not disadvantage.
That's
Okay.
Oh, that's
You literally
cocked.
have a dice tray
Yes, I do.
right there.
I was like, that's cocked. That's 17 to hit you.
That hits, unfortunately.
Yes.
What kind of damage is it doing?
Are you going to turn
Piercing
into a
damage.
werewolf?
So you
Okay,
take.
hold on.
It's 9 halved, so you take 4.
Or
Yeah.
And then you make a Constitution saving throw.
to maintain
The whole
range.
team just turns into werewolves.
No, not to maintain range.
8.
You are not looking great. Because a werewolf just attacked you and you failed your Constitution saving throw.
You're cursed.
You're
Um,
I like turtles.
I like kudos.
Okay, and now it's Prince Elozrin's turn, and you can't see anything.
He kills himself.
he hears what you said, but completely ignores it. And
What?
Says,
Love scorn.
and says, Rhaenissa, Talroth, take care of them. I'll be right back. And then you hear a pop, and that's all that happens.
You hear a pop?
Kyle,
did he do what you just
why you gotta
said?
blue ball me like that?
Because he's a royal prince that doesn't give a shit about you.
Yeah, he doesn't. I
So
don't
now
give a shit
it
about
is-
him either.
Yes, you do.
So now it is
You don't
Rhaenyssa's
know me.
turn, who is the female knight.
Okay.
And
So wait,
she,
he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Not that you can see that. Rhaenyssa knows the wolf's there, turns to the wolf.
Did she move forward one?
Yeah, she moves forward.
And she moves forward one.
Just one.
Just one.
Juan. Juan.
Jesus.
Hold on, I need to check how something works.
You better check fast.
I'm in love with Jesus.
No, okay.
What? 37?
Okay, so she is going to strike out with...
Keep track of all the damage you ever do in this entire campaign.
Yes.
Sorry, one second.
Excitable. It's my last character. Not do stuff like that.
She attacks the wolf 3 times
Fucking hell.
with a blade that is actually kind of glowing. You can see it in the light. And I don't need to roll damage, the fucking wolf is dead.
Let's go, bro. How many HP did it have?
You did it.
It had 2
Yeah.
it had 2 hit points left, by the way.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not on her.
No,
Yeah.
but she fucking like she
Stabbed
might
her
have
dead
actually
body.
like destroyed it herself with how much she just did damage to
She's
it.
gonna steal your kill.
It's just a mush.
I'll
It's
get
a mushy
another. I
pile.
don't
It
care.
just keeps
Okay,
stabbing.
and
Oh,
now
the ones that
it's
had so many kills.
Hockeys?
this wolf's. Oh wait, no, Hawkeye can't do anything.
Hawkeye already
This wolf's turn.
These guys aren't in the.
I feel like I...
Turns
in
here.
the
Do you want to meet
cloud.
Hockey?
What?
Do you want to meet Hockey?
No,
He'll
because you
gouge
guys
your
are
eyes out.
She
scary.
doesn't deserve
Did
it.
you already said it? I said he's gonna gouge your eyes out.
Never mind, maybe she does. I think we should arrange a meeting.
I'm
send a letter
so
with the-
sad. Why do you
the
guys
mail
hate me so much?
Okay, so the first attack,
What are
the
you?
bite hits you, Hawkeye, doesn't hit you. The claws hit you,
That's fine.
and you take
What are the
7
words?
points of slashing damage. Okay, and then it's the third one here, and oh wait, shit! I'm skipping something.
Who are you skipping? Are you skipping me?
Are you skipping all the people?
Wait,
in
no, I did
stands?
Rhaenyssa. That's fine. What am I doing?
I don't know. I don't know what you're asking.
Renesmee.
This one turns to another commoner and just bites.
Not another one.
Yeah,
These
Resume.
How
fails
fast
his saving throw,
Slapping the nose.
and then it's Anethra's turn.
How fast exactly?
Okay, I am immediately gonna look to
2 seconds.
Kaylin and go, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" I'm gonna put my hand up, and this dark purple black, like abyss emptiness energy, just from my hand, and I'm going to void bolt this werewolf right here. I have
course,
range
of
of
course.
120
I
feet.
mean, obviously,
Yeah,
you
it's,
did.
it's plenty.
Okay.
It was just. It was a bit more of a match.
12.
It hits.
Yes. Okay, so it takes 1d10. Is that a,
That's
a 10.
That's a 10. Okay. It's like it says 0.
You're attacking this one over here, right?
Yeah, the one that's right next to this commoner.
So it's 10 damage,
10 damage.
and you have your bonus action.
And then for my bonus action.
You remember your main thing of your.
I know!
Okay.
I don't want to do it yet, though.
That would be sick. What are you talking about?
Oh, I guess I don't know that the prince isn't there, but I don't want to do it yet. Shut up! I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Belle, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna, like, what I want to do is like run up over here and do like one of those. If you've seen the Eternals, like what's her butt when she's like sliding on the ground on her knees, kind of with like. I'm gonna do one of those.
Is that Fina?
Yeah, and like I'm gonna try to like push him kind of out of the way and get in between him and like the werewolf and just like slash at him with my fire knives.
Damn.
So I'm gonna make an attack, and I really hope it doesn't miss. That's 25.
I think you might have missed.
I'm also gonna mark him as a foe.
Yep.
So
I wonder if anyone knows what that means.
I've seen it in
1, 4, 5, 6.
Nope, not 5.
6.
Which way?
Not-
Sorry,
it's
you're
10
attacking the one in the middle, right?
Yeah. It's 10 total. These are not magical swords, if that matters at all. But there is 3 of that is fire damage, in case that matters.
So it's 10 total, right?
Yeah. And then I can do a second attack with
bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay. But I don't have. Oh, that's probably gonna miss. That's a that's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just gonna like stay in between and like keep an eye on.
And you can just see that like he's not looking great. Like he's. Yeah, he's kind of like gurgling a little bit. Taroth's turn.
I'm gonna shout to one of these actually and be like, "Get into safety" or something. Like just
chop his head off before he turns.
Oh my god.
But the money.
Oh, is that? Oh,
yeah,
shit,
we
that's
want paid.
And he like yells out to Renissa, and he's like, "Is it taken care of?" And she says yes. And so he just walks out here. And right here. Oh shit! Why is this not working? My mouse is like straight up not showing.
Yeah, that's right. What?
What's that?
Okay, so he's gonna actually just like raise his finger, points at the wolf, and says,
"You're
something
going down."
Down.
Wolf very much fails a wisdom saving throw.
He failed that.
And he just says, "Stop." And the wolf stops. He keeps moving up towards it, ready to do some shit.
Kill it.
And now it's Kaylin's turn. I don't have his character sheet. I fucking hell.
Are you even prepared for this episode?
I'm very prepared for this. It's just there's so many fucking characters.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in this tent.
There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of things happening.
Sorry. I genuinely thought like the roleplay was going to be way quicker than it was. I'm glad it wasn't because it was awesome. But holy crap.
But
Oh.
What?
You can do something if you need to.
I can re-roll one of my damage dice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Do we need to fix your glasses?
I don't remember
You've done
what
this
it was.
probably
So
90 times in the last
It's
hour.
a stress thing.
Oh, it's still.
Let him stress in peace.
He's so
Okay, it was the same.
stressed for no reason. You don't need to stress.
Kaylin just starts, like, grabs his blade, starts swirling it around. You've seen this before.
I have.
And he enters a blade song, which is something. Lasts for a minute. And then he just, like, runs forward. And he enters the blade song, but he's not actually going to do anything with it right this second. Because
How dare you?
he's gonna...
See.
He is. What's the fucking spell called? Remove curse.
Ooh.
He uses remove curse.
Yes.
But he's still dying. He's just not turning into a werewolf.
Nice!
That at least is good.
And then this first person that was bitten starts transforming over 6 seconds, but is not there yet.
Stop.
No.
And then Bridget, the dwarf, turns to the group over here and says, "Everyone out," and starts like getting people out.
Everyone's just sitting there like.
I know everybody's watching. Like,
Is this part of the act?
No, Cash does the same over here, and wait, that's the other way around. Taller one there, and then Zale, they come over here and they just start like ushering people out at the end of the initiative, and then at the end of the initiative, this group leaves. Except for the one that's actually like, you know, getting bitten, and that one. but the other 20 people over here, 30 people, whatever, start leaving, and Zale leads them out. Okay. Top of the round again, and then
Alright.
after that.
So, I get Katana, and I do the stabby stabs.
Ooh, you do stabby stabs?
Stab in the stabs.
17.
Yep. I almost keep saying people's names that haven't been revealed.
Yeah.
It's like 3 people that haven't said their names.
Okay,
What do you mean?
Yeah, we know Chris's name.
Yeah, sorry.
We totally know Topher's name.
That's
Topher Grace.
that one.
He doesn't like going way.
He's bloodied now, so he uses
Gotcha.
a reaction to
Yeah.
lash out at you.
That's fair.
I mean,
Attack.
Yeah.
That's not very nice.
You are 1.
Exactly.
10 plus... Shit, I actually need to check because it might be close.
10 plus shit.
So like
That's a lot.
Plus 5. 15.
15 doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't. Fuck.
He's a monk, isn't he?
I mean, if that wasn't obvious, yes.
Oh, I had no idea.
He said
He used a key
He used a
point.
key point, which makes a monk.
Oh.
She rage, which makes her I know you are.
Speaking of key points,
It's not a barbarian.
Barbarian.
Is it a barbarian?
Yeah.
And then
Use one of your
he
key
used
points.
sneak attack.
Flurry of blades again.
Blades, yeah.
I don't know what you and you are yet, because there's a couple things you could be.
He's human and he casts a spell, so he
yeah.
could be sorcerer, wizard,
Or warlock.
or
I don't know
warlock.
Or bard.
about this.
Or bard. That's true.
16 and then 20.
He could theoretically be a druid too, but I don't
4.
know if I
Both
quite
hit.
get that vibe.
What do you mean? Chris Topher?
From Chris Topher.
Well,
He's
I
like really
Mr.
in touch with
Toejam?
nature.
Mr. Toejam, what the hell?
Please do your thing. I want to see it happen.
Ow!
It's so cool though.
Emily,
Urethra.
maybe if you guys hadn't threatened to gouge her eyes
It's looking
out.
bad.
I won't
Like,
let
really
Hockey
bad.
do that if you show us. Your thing.
Show us your
No,
thing.
but no promises.
Tag your turn.
Wait, who's dying?
Currently,
the wolf in the middle.
Chris doesn't care.
nice.
Hey,
You
so,
noticed what happened with the prince, by the way.
So I noticed what happened. Okay,
Like,
yeah.
you ha-
So my question here.
Yeah.
How much do I know about the royal family?
Depends on what you're asking.
Do I know like where Alazran falls like in?
He's 5th in line. No,
Not in line. Like which consort is his mama and like who his siblings are.
Yes.
'Cause I feel like I should know that.
Yeah, you would.
But yeah.
who are you?
What do you mean?
Sorry. What are you?
You need a tissue.
No, I'm fine. He
Can't ask
is
for what they are.
the first child of the 4th consort,
Okay.
Faerilla.
Faerilla? How do you spell?
They
Phaerilla.
real.
Rilla. His younger sister is Marilla.
ILA?
Farilla and Marilla.
Farilla.
His
I had to come up with 25 royal names.
Wait, what's his sister's name?
Marilla, 3rd daughter.
I'm gonna choke on this.
Wait, so he has more? That's
No, he just has a younger sister
okay.
directly. Obviously, there's plenty of other siblings, but
Okay. And do I know anything about his mom or sister?
I got the
Like
pistols.
anything specifically?
not specifically.
Can I do like a history?
You can do a history check with disadvantage.
That's fine. As long as it doesn't count as an action.
Sorry, really?
Oh my gosh, okay, 6.
You know that most of the royal family are warrior mages in some capacity. Whether they're more mage or warrior depends on the family, but that's all you know.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
they obviously, very clearly, as you saw, use white dragons.
Right.
What are you doing, though?
Oh my gosh.
Fog cloud's still up. You're standing there.
Okay. I'm so sorry, I have to ask one more thing.
Yeah.
Do I know the ages of the prince?
You're asking a lot of questions for being in the middle of
Yeah, this
combat.
doesn't really matter.
It does though.
They're like in their mid-20s, late 20s.
In their mid-20s?
Late
So
20s.
around my age?
They're older than you. They're either late 20s or early 30s.
Okay,
You're
cool.
one of the lost siblings.
So
He's the real bastard.
and
As a human, he is one of the lost siblings.
and my
Stopped it.
and my mind powers are just fuck. My mind connection is still active.
Yes.
Okay, well it's kind of.
Oh, that's how we talk. Ooh!
Yeah. Cool. I say it in Draconic this time.
What?
Ooh. Are you a lost dragonborn?
Well, so he didn't get a glimpse of my face, right?
No.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to assassinate the prince.
Or
You
seduce?
think? Really?
It's seduce or assassinate. I'm not sure.
But what are you doing? What are you
What clue
saying?
to that?
This will be your action.
You know. Brilliant mind.
I know.
That's why.
Just those two brain cells really rubbing together.
They're rubbing each other. Don't worry.
I don't really like know exactly what to say. Just pretend that I'm saying some really fucked up shit about like his mom and sister.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'm like, come speak to me now if you know what's good for them. And I walk outside the tent.
So not
That's
seducing.
not an exit.
Oh.
How do you know?
You can make it an exit.
I mean, it's a really thick tent though. It's like
You literally have magic.
it's a fucking massive tent. It has to
Where
be
is
thick.
the nearest exit?
This one over here.
Walk me towards the exit.
What's your movement?
6.
Yeah, so just give me like I'm sneaking
Or you're
around.
gonna be like right in my way.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's right next to the
You see
werewolf.
a werewolf convulsing right next to you.
Walking.
I don't care.
Okay, your turn. Orc is up next.
Okay. I think I'm probably gonna end up coming this way.
Yep.
But why?
Look, it's a sneaky dude.
Well, like you're out of the fog cloud now, so yeah.
Well, because
did you
there's
dismiss
a
the
werewolf over
No,
here.
Oh, right, of course.
Yes,
Wait,
the
you
danger.
didn't dismiss it, did you?
Oh.
Dismiss what?
Your class.
No, you.
I feel like
That's
it's
not. That's
fairly
fine.
reasonable
Yeah.
for me to
But you
keep
didn't
walking
dismiss it,
out
did
of
you?
the thing.
No, I've not dismissed the.
Okay, so you're concentrating.
Yeah. You
Do
just see
I
me
know
like
any of what has been going on? Can I
No,
have perception?
No,
it's all in
don't.
my
It's
head.
all in his
So
head.
like,
You have no
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
You literally can't tell.
I'm just
anything.
standing right behind you and I'm very intimidating. Because I'm literally 2 feet taller than you.
and I'm just like concentrating. I'm like,
I can't tell if
Your mother was
You
smothered
can't tell with
everywhere.
concentration. Like he's
His
just.
emo hair.
That's not how
flutters a little
concentrating
bit when he's
works, but-
concentrating.
Okay.
But there is literally like a werewolf there that just bit.
Can I throw one of my hand axes?
Yeah. Well, where are you throwing it?
At the werewolf?
Yeah, that's far enough away.
Can I message bro and be like, yo, do you want to wait to hold your action? So I can-
Message bro.
Oh.
No, it's not your turn. You can't.
Damn it.
Did you say message bro?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
message
Miss
my
Bro.
bro.
Okay.
Or is
Yeah.
that your name, bro?
No, but what are you doing?
Bruce?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just
Who would
stole,
name
I just
someone like
stole
that?
your
Yeah, who would do
character's
that?
name. How do I find damage on the hand axes?
Should it be
Because I know we said that they're just always equipped because they're like right on my
Yeah.
back.
I think it's 1d6.
Yeah, I think it should be in your actions if it's equipped.
It's not in the equipped thing.
It's not like actually equipped, but it is.
You can just click the
It's
checkbox
not
in your
equipped, but it
inventory, and that'll do it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's 1d6 plus 3. Can I throw both or only one? I feel
yeah,
like my other
you can
hand's
throw
gonna-
both. Oh, like no, you can't because.
Because I feel like my other hand has my great axe.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, plus 26.
I've been practicing my whistling.
Good job.
I've been practicing listening.
Never mind.
I just did
Thank
12
you for that.
damage.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Orc.
I can send Hockey to help myself, right?
Yes. You're in a fog cloud right now, but
Okay.
if you move out of it, you can see it and then do everything with hockey that you wanted to do.
Okay, I'll move out of the fog cloud. And then I'll be like, oh, bitch, there's a wolf over there.
Over here.
The second one. And I'll send Hockey over there to help me. And I'll kind of keep my distance.
Like that?
Yeah.
How does bro cover it?
So I don't have a mini for it.
I feel like he has cover now because he's behind me.
You like
She's a
send
brick
hockey
wall.
down to
Sorry,
help
he's a brick
against
wall.
the wolf, and then you have advantage on your
Wow,
attack.
way to go, Mr.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna use my pistol.
Yeah, you pull out your pistol and just aim it at the werewolf.
Ooh.
You
Let's
got
see.
some bullets?
You have advantage, remember.
Okay.
Always roll advantage in case crits.
Okay, so the 15 is
Again,
better.
yeah, I get another 37 damage in.
Yes. So that's... What did I get the first time? 15?
15.
So that's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, it's you.
So it's a 1d6 plus 3.
We like it a little
That's a
dirty
20.
over here.
I see no lie.
6.
Nice.
Plus 3, so 9.
Yeah.
And then... Is it just the advantage with hockey?
Yeah, you don't sneak attack because there's no
He's
one
covered
next.
behind me.
No, it's not cover. It's having
You need to be in range.
you either need to be in range, an ally needs to be in range.
Well,
I guess like if you
advantage.
kept Hawkeye there, then you could sneak attack, but Hawkeye would be sitting next to a wolf, so it's up to you.
Is this
Don't risk hockey
wait.
for that.
Like Assassin's Creed, basically?
Yeah.
That's I sent an Assassin's Creed
yeah.
picture to him. So is Hawkeye staying there or moving away? Because that determines whether you sneak attack or not.
Send on me.
I'll keep him there.
Okay, so yeah, you roll 2d6.
This is the last you see of hockey.
You need another d6 or you got one?
I'll just reroll this one.
Obliterate hockey.
Oh no.
Wait,
He's
I already
needs
rolled the
to
1, so I just need to
Oh.
roll.
No, you roll 2d6. You roll sneak attack is 2d6.
Okay.
Another 7 damage.
Okay. And as a reaction, because it goes bloodied, it swings at Hawkeye.
What did I tell you?
Okay, he'll come back. I can
Which
bring
is
him
definitely hitting, and immediately Hawkeye just explodes in feathers.
Oh my god! What the fuck? No!
It's the only enemy next to him. He's gonna attack
back. You would
Hawkeye.
know though. I can bring him back. He'll be back.
I mean, like, internally I'm screaming.
Prince
on the
Elizabeth's
outside, I'm,
turn.
like, totally not
Yeah,
plus. Like,
yeah.
literally
Stone
no
phase.
reaction.
Renissa runs down here.
Like, if anything, I look a little bored.
This
This is not worth my time.
Who knows? They might give us extra.
runs up here.
Revenue.
Yeah, runs up here.
I just don't think so.
Think they're send you like that?
I mean, we could just kill Bertram.
Take all of them.
But hold.
Yeah.
Bertram.
Bertram. Hold.
I would very
Hold?
much like you not to do that.
Okay.
Fine.
I could have one.
Renissa is gonna strike out with her blade 3 times.
Jesus.
Okay. 2 of them hit. One of them's a crit. Which. Yeah, that wolf is very good.
The one in the middle?
She keeps stealing kills because that wolf has 3 hit points.
You're killing my kill streak.
Typical royal behavior.
It's this wolf's turn here. Both of these are bitten, so it just runs up to you. And attacks the human.
Oh.
Guess you're not sneaky enough, Topher.
What?
Oh, damn.
You're being attacked.
Oh, no, I don't want that. I have to concentrate on my fog cloud. It's now covering nothing.
It's covering this corpse.
You take shit. Hold on, let me roll.
You take shit.
You take 8 points of damage
I
and have to
don't.
do a Constitution saving.
No, wait, I use shield.
It was 23 to hit.
Well, he already used the shield, so now you don't have that.
Damn it.
It's like your AC's not that high.
Okay, never mind.
So you take, what did I say?
8.
8 slashing damage and have to roll a con save to maintain concentration.
Oh, that's great.
And does he have to do another save for curse?
It was claws. So
Oh.
You said Constitution?
Yeah.
15?
That does not. I think that's a fail, yeah.
Dang.
So
Okay.
you lose concentration, you can take the thing off. And the fog
Alright.
cloud disperses and there's just a dead wolf over there. Dead werewolf over there. Anethra.
Well, there's like one fucking left.
Well, plus the
What you
ones that
gonna
are
do?
turning.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You think you're gonna beat me?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about. Oh, you did get.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I
have to check and
Oh,
see
you
what's
did?
my
Yeah.
bonus action because they're
I don't know.
spatial
How are you feeling?
But how do you know?
So
I feel
I'm
fine.
gonna
Worry about
lose
yourself.
Yeah.
5,
You're a
10,
samurai dude?
15, 20,
You can
25,
do one diagonal if you have any.
30. I already did one diagonal. I'm gonna look.
Do I have to make eye contact with them when I do that?
With who?
With the enemy when I do my.
Oh,
no,
you're
you
doing
just
it?
have to see it.
I just have to see it.
I think. It says on your thing. I don't
I
know.
guess it does.
I think it's within certain range. Well,
Yeah, it just, yeah.
oh, what are you
It
doing?
doesn't necessarily say that I have to,
No, you don't have to do anything. You just have to. It's when you attack it.
yeah. Okay.
What's happening?
So are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna
I'll
describe it?
Yes, I'll describe it. Shut the. Okay. So you guys see, if you're paying attention, the cute, sweet little lilac-colored elf. My shield immediately comes to my side, and my sword comes to my side, and my eyes just glow with this intense burning blue as my skin starts to creepily, beginning from my forehead, go down.
Like peeling off? Or
No, it's just like it's dripping down, becomes like a negative space, and my skin becomes like just, you know, like the darkest color black? Like black.
Black is black.
Yeah.
Vanta black.
Vanta black. Like I don't, like my skin.
Your entire body is like.
It
like
doesn't exist.
Like it looks like someone just like erased whatever you were there.
I look like a crack.
It like starts from her head and
Space
comes
and
down, and her body is just a shadowy void of just.
I'm
black.
just like a void in the middle of reality, basically.
That's hot.
So it's called my void form, and it's my bonus action.
And, yeah.
And then I'm gonna do my void bolt again.
Mhm.
Can I do that? If no, because it's a cantrip,
No, you
right?
can do it. Yeah.
It's a bonus action and a cantrip.
No. Bonus action is completely separate. You can do cantrip. Yeah.
Okay. So then I'll do my void bolt again. I'll roll to hit. 17 plus 6.
Yep.
Okay. And so
D10.
yeah, hold on, I gotta, because it when I hit a creature with an attack, it can force it to make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah. I can do that while you roll damage.
So you said a D10. Okay, so 4, and then my void form does plus 2, so 6 damage. And he has to make a charisma saving throw.
What's the DC?
14.
He fails. By
He is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Yeah. Okay, Bæl.
So I'm gonna, now that this werewolf is dead, I'm gonna turn around and like he's still like alive and like breathing. It's just not doing well. I'm gonna like rub my hands together and kind of like give off like this heat kind of and like I'm gonna heal him.
I'm gonna heal him.
I appreciate the roleplay part of it.
So it's 1d8 plus 2.
Does this cure him of his werewolf poisoning?
He's already been cured of that.
Yeah, Kaylin cured him.
So 7 healing for him.
Am I supposed to be taking damage for that? Because we didn't do anything on my turn.
It hasn't happened. Wait. Yeah, okay, so...
Because I failed my con save.
Yeah. Let's just say you're like kneeling on the ground and not doing good.
But do I take any additional damage?
No, but next turn, it's not going to be good.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so you heal him? Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
Really?
The one that just transformed,
No, why?
the first one that got bitten,
Man, Chris Topher is in a bind
attacks you
here.
here.
No, you're not. Why is he attacking me? Doesn't he
You're right.
Wouldn't he recognize that I've like
Oh, wait,
been
yes.
bitten?
That's
Why
enough.
would he go for
He goes
Topher?
for you.
Go for
Wait, they want to go after people so they can buy them?
I
So
like,
once they complete transformation, there's no way to revert it.
Why didn't you
There
kill all the
is.
werewolves
You can
before the
remove
full
curse.
moon?
So it's bad.
Kill any
but I'm
werewolf.
cleansed.
in my defense, they were
Oh, wait.
just wolves.
It was just
Wait,
a dog.
no, as a
Killing
reaction,
dogs?
as a reaction, because it's. Oh
Yeah.
wait. Does that mean hits me with an? Oh, it has to hit me with the attack first.
It's 23 to hit.
Again.
So it hits me with the attack. I use Wrath of Storm
Yep.
as my reaction. So he makes a dex saving throw of 12.
Yeah, it passes it.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
With a
fine.
19.
Half damage of 2d8, so 1d8.
That's still good to do. Like, that's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Should I roll 2d8s or just one?
2d8.
Okay. I'm level with you guys. There's so much going on. I don't really actually know what's happening.
It's fine.
This is why it's session 1.
It takes 5 damage.
Okay. You have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. 8.
Yeah, you failed.
That's what I got.
Nice.
You take 19 points of damage.
Cool. So I'm dead.
And you're cursed.
Are
you actually down though?
That was just
Yep.
reflecting from
Okay,
me.
he goes down.
Oh my
The tank. Why are they attacking me?
I'm one
It's
of them!
It's fair. It's just
Talroth
funny.
here is here. He sees the werewolf over here.
I don't like this game anymore.
And Talroth attacks. This combat is not going to be like this. This is only because it's the first one. And there's so many
because
We're
fucking
all a
people.
little bit chaotic. And you
No,
have
there has to be
so
this many people. It's a crowded thing.
Yeah.
Okay. 19 and 18 definitely hits. Roll this twice. He pulls out his greatsword and does 10 damage and 14 damage, and then he uses his divine smite.
Where's the whistle again?
That sounds right.
Holy fuck! I rolled so good. That one. Yeah, that's the one that's.
Not the turned one, is it?
Yeah,
the
he's
OG one?
he's fucking dead. He took 39 points.
The OG one is, or the
The
third
OG
one?
The one that is.
This
Yeah,
one?
that one. That one. He's fucking dead.
Okay, so now we just
I'm
have to do
fucking got you,
the
fucking dead.
turned one, right?
And
Yeah,
then it's
figure out
Kaylin's
what-
turn.
Potentially me.
Kaylin
Yeah, dude.
notices
Tall,
you.
large man.
Kaylin
I don't
notices
wanna
you over
fight
here. He notices you over
You
here.
keep saying her.
Sorry. Her, you.
For you.
Kaylin notices you on the ground, teleports.
I'm not on the ground, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
just
no, you
on
you
one
are
knee.
on the ground.
Just one knee.
No, you're on the ground. You're like on the ground, hunched over, barely like upright.
I'll still fuck someone up.
But he sees it.
You're like about to puke.
He
Better
disappears
test me.
in like a gold glittery light.
Aww.
And then he uses remove curse on you.
I would have been fine.
This one transforms
Okay.
and immediately runs for Talroth.
Do you know how much more damage I could have done with the extra attacks?
You're right.
We should just let you turn.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, I know
he
you
took
don't
that
know
from
me
me.
yet, but do you want to save my life?
I didn't even ask for your consent about that.
11 damage to Talroth. Which is
Help the freaking human.
like something, but not a lot.
Pathetic ass.
Okay, so Bridget's over here. She's going to lead these people out. These ones are all
Goddamn,
Finally.
finally!
It's at the end of every round. These ones are over here. If
We're
you guys
doing
want
our
to move
best.
them, like they're yeah.
That was so smooth.
Just scoop them up.
It's Scooby Scoop.
And then
That's my character.
yeah.
You swim my
The
character.
werewolf in front of you is dead. We have
There's two over here, and these people are all fucking.
What the
getting
fuck
out of
is this? The glove?
Oh, the ogre left. I totally forgot.
He's
the ogre.
Didn't stay to
No,
fight.
the ogre is an ogre and very gentle.
He's notoriously very.
He's a very good
I mean,
actor.
would-
He looked like he was going to be a big, massive bad guy. He like immediately just
He's
turned
just
it.
really
He-
tender-hearted.
He's
likes
genuinely
baby flowers.
like inspired by
Blood
Hagrid.
makes him vomit.
Yeah, he's
Not
like he's
a big
Hagrid
idea.
basically.
Aww.
He
Now,
like
let's be honest though,
Hagrid.
if he did stay and he did turn, would you want to fight a giant ass werewolf?
No.
he used his turn. I forgot to put him on here, so I completely forgot. He just runs out, like dashes out on his turn.
That's how he runs.
He's holding
Actually,
the
he dashes that way. Not that it matters, but he dashes that way.
Oh yeah, there is an exit technically that way.
Alright, so I noticed that these two turned right, like.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll go.
Chop their heads off with your katana.
No.
Be like
One,
Michonne from Walking Dead.
So you have to be like a
I thought
demon
this was
slayer.
going to be way more deadly. Because
4,
werewolves are
5.
freaking
I haven't
actually.
watched that.
Well, then you have to cry for 5 minutes.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
you're
bad
right.
because Kaylin's helping everyone.
What's your breathing style?
I didn't need him, okay?
You definitely did. You would
I
be a
did
werewolf
not.
next turn.
I did not.
You would be fucking attacking everyone next turn.
So
Maybe I
I.
wanted
Do you
to.
not have any?
Like, werewolves can control it when there's not a full moon overhead.
Great.
So
Let it
attack with your
happen.
katana.
So attack with katana.
How dare you take this from her? From him.
24.
Him.
No consent given.
Yeah, that
After
hits.
you.
You are such an angry person.
Why are the werewolves attacking
Is
us?
this Kaylin?
Five
This is
damage.
actually really fun.
Oh, that's
Because someone
5, yeah.
killed their wolf friends.
And
Key point.
She said they were dogs.
He.
He said they were dogs.
You're
You-
saying it the whole.
no,
Okay.
The rumors were that they were werewolves. There were rumors. It wasn't confirmed that they were
Can we
werewolves.
please just say for spice, she just accidentally killed a dog and was
No,
like,
she
yeah,
killed
I got
wolves.
it.
They were actual wolves.
Like
She went hunting and found a wolf home.
Are you sure
It
you
was
know
a
what
bunch of
wolf looks like?
dogs.
So the first one does
Yeah, these are
12
werewolves.
Yep.
to hit,
I
and
look
the
at
other one
the
is a
ones.
nat 20.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
think-
nice. So it's roll 2d4.
You like a good pet.
Probably work.
State Farm was there.
Yeah, right, that's what I heard too.
So
It wasn't even like a
It's
husky
14
or
plus
anything. It was like literally
8.
like
That
a
plus
it's
4 is
chihuahua.
18.
So that's 18 total?
Yeah.
Like a
It's like, yeah, that's a werewolf.
Tiny.
No. That one
I
hasn't taken
squint, I could
damage.
call it that.
But, like, it did a lot,
Yeah.
considering it was a dagger, basically.
Okay.
I thought it was
So-
just far away.
And
not
then
small.
I'll tell Guy,
The knight next to you.
the knight next
I just shot it from
The
my
Princess
sword
Knight?
away.
Point
Of
blank.
course, it's the princess.
Yeah. Shh. Everyone's getting distracted. Think about what you're doing on your turn. You're up next. You're doing death saving
Doing
throws.
death saving. What else am I
I
gonna
want to
do?
do a thing, but he's probably not going to give a shit.
You can only say something. You've done other stuff.
Okay, I just want to say, don't kill the innocent.
Okay.
What?
And see if he fucking gives a shit.
The werewolf?
He like looks
Yeah.
at you.
I told
He
Guy
actually
to not
like
kill the
he
wolf.
turns and
Oh, you
looks at
told
you
Guy not to kill
and
the wolf.
sees you.
Oh, interesting.
He doesn't visibly acknowledge it, but he sees everything about you.
Takes a shit.
Death saving throw. Go.
How do I do that again?
D20. Roll it.
You had to get 10 or higher.
Can I hire?
If you get a 20, if you get a 20,
13!
okay,
Save.
it's a
One
pass.
save.
Yeah, you save it on there.
Can I have more than
your turn.
one?
My turn.
You are kneeling down, so you
Oh,
have
one
to
counts as
be
2
not
fails.
prone. You
But
are
if you get a
technically
20,
prone.
you get
Okay.
So you have to
automatically
use
healed
half
to
your
1 hit
movement.
point.
But
in
it's
your
fine.
life.
That's fine, because this
Hell
guy's
yeah.
like literally right in
It's,
front of me.
yeah, you have to just move one to get it.
Okay. And I did not take damage last time, so I'm out of my rage.
Yes, you are.
So I'm going to re-enter a rage.
Yep. Yep, you enter your rage, you just fucking, your eyes go like...
Okay, and I'm just
Right.
gonna reckless attack him again, so
Yep.
I have advantage now.
Yep.
How's a 14 sound?
That hits. It's 12
I know
to
it
hit.
does.
Werewolves don't have armor. They're wolves. So it's 1d12 plus...
12 plus 4 plus a d4.
Plus 2, you forgot the 2 last time from raging.
Oh, yeah.
But it wouldn't have mattered much, but... Wait, it would have
It
mattered!
would've-
That wolf would have been dead!
2 hit points!
It had 2 hit points!
I would have been the killer.
You would have been the killer!
It's okay.
Dang it! That's okay.
Yeah.
But we
That's
can't, we
okay.
can't
We're,
reckon
I mean,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
figuring it out. There's a lot to
1d12
remember
plus
here.
4.
Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 2 is 15.
Yeah. Okay, that's the...
So I bring my axe
What was it,
back.
15?
Yeah, 15. Is anybody like watching me?
Everyone's watching
I'm
you.
watching.
Okay, so I bring my axe back, and as I go to slice it, you see like little frost ice like stuff come
Yeah.
down from the tip of the blade down to the very bottom, right before it
And it
slashes.
slices through, and it kind of has like a little frosty residue from where it is.
No, but it's like a poof.
I'm
Yeah,
so
it's like a
intrigued
little
by
pop-
like a
everyone's
poof.
flavor.
Oh, you can't guess because everyone's
Flavor.
homebrew. You can't guess everyone. Like he is only homebrew in terms of like being able to.
You're
use
unconscious.
weapons, but
Oh!
Wait, sorry. What?
you're unconscious still. It's awesome.
I run up into the stands, like
Okay.
towards the
I was just-
exit,
anyway,
or
I
like
don't know.
the side.
Over here.
Wait, and
Oh,
hockey.
Alright.
Don't forget, hockey goes
Hockey's
first.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hockey's
yeah.
dead.
Hockey win.
But you're up here.
No, I want to go like more, just like up the line
Wait,
from where I was.
Up here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'll just pull out my flintlock.
Your other flintlock pistol. Yeah.
My other one. I think that's gonna be a 19,
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
and then 1d6 plus 3, and then I get
You get sneak attack.
sneak
yeah.
attack. So how many do I roll total
How-
again?
like it was 3d6 plus 3 is what you roll.
Okay. 3d6. 6, 7, 10 damage.
Okay.
How's it looking?
You guys now hear
Oh no.
a very loud roar
Yay.
from a dragon.
Oh, the dragon.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
werewolf.
Can we just stay out of this, please?
Which breathes a gigantic breath
Are you kidding?
right here,
Cold damage, right?
and everyone takes a lot of damage.
Everyone?
No, everyone that's in the middle. Why the fuck is there a dragon? It was right outside, and he teleported to the dragon.
Why does he?
Do you think the prince
There are-
cares about your life?
He saw 3 werewolves, one attacking someone, and he's dealing with werewolves.
We've already taken care of almost all of them.
He can't see anything. He's just breathing a fucking breath through.
He doesn't care about casualties.
Yes, exactly the point.
Yeah.
Why are you?
Why are you asking
care about your
if
life.
cares about casualties? Everyone in the middle does a Constitution saving throw.
Why are you trying to kill us all?
Constitution saving
This
throw.
is a win for the prince if the werewolves die. It doesn't matter who else does.
That's a.
Oh no.
So you said
People died. It
Constitution.
doesn't
I
matter.
got an
to me,
8.
I'm still in charge.
Oh
Okay.
no! A really hot 7'11" man.
I got 5.
Okay, who else is there?
Shit. Bertrand might actually die.
Berthold is
Oh
there.
no!
And
He really
Renissa's
might.
there, actually. Okay.
He's gonna hit his own fucking. Yeah, what does he care? He can replace her.
Yeah. Just another
Um,
person.
Okay. She's the only one that passes. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was 16 plus something. 16.
How did Berthold do?
Oh, you got a 4.
He's so dead.
I got a
Is
5.
he dead?
He's so dead. I healed him,
So dead.
Probably.
but I don't think 7
Everyone
hit points is going to
takes
make a difference.
26 points of cold damage.
Are you shitting me?
26 points of cold damage. Berthold is dead.
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 Where's our money?
Very dead.
We didn't
I can relate.
Like, he immediately
I mean,
dies.
I would have taken it either way.
Um,
I don't care.
Trying to figure out if Kyle planned
It'll be
this or
less
not.
than my time.
Of course I fucking planned! I didn't plan for you to be dead.
No.
I just planned for him to
Wait,
attack in the middle.
Come on. I don't. Come on.
And
shit.
Renissa is like... Wait, how much did I say? 26? She takes 13, she's fine. She immediately teleports over here and just starts running.
wow,
Who was
bitch.
that?
Renissa, the
Knights.
knight.
Oh,
One of the.
I didn't know they had
Princess
names.
I've been saying the names for 45 minutes.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What a
Wow.
bitch.
This werewolf attacks you.
Haha.
Curses you again.
Take that, person
Whoop.
who I don't
16 to
know.
hit.
My AC is 16.
Yep. That's on the first attack. And 20 to hit on the second attack. You take... Oh,
Can I use
that's
Stone's
nothing.
Endurance?
Yeah. How does it work again? Reaction to reduce damage by...
Yeah, 1d12 plus 4.
Yeah. Are you using it on the first or second attack? That needs to be clarified.
I'm
before
gonna
I
use
tell
it
you.
on the first attack.
Okay. So
Is that a
roll
good choice?
1d12 plus 4, you take no damage.
Oh,
From the
great.
first attack.
Great. Should have used it on the second one.
Yeah, the second one's 9 damage.
Yeah, you're fine.
But it's slashing damage, so you take 4. Because you're raging. Where is it? Okay, wolf's dead. Anethra.
Wait, when whoever healed me, did I get any hit points
You
back?
didn't get hit points, you just
Okay,
removed
I just
the
did
curse
not
from me.
curse.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Punk.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
She just.
bitch.
Oh, that was a
That wasn't
reaction. That was a
me,
reaction. Okay.
That wasn't my turn.
How much health are you at, by the way?
3,
Hey, me too.
10,
Wow. What a
15,
queen.
I'm at full health.
20,
I
25.
think. Yeah, it should be.
No kiss.
Oh. To insist.
My cushion, you're a little too gay for me.
That's nice.
Shit. Okay, hang on. That's a touch. That's
Touch.
touch.
Touche.
I'm shush.
You can't move any further. Did you move as far as you could? Or
Yeah,
You can use your bonus action lash thing.
I know. I could do that. Oh yeah, I guess that is a bonus action.
It's a bonus
right?
action.
I know what I'm trying to think of. That's a.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to bonus action necrotic lash.
You have to tell me what the save is.
Hold on. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I don't want a necrotic lash. I don't want to do that. I want to touch Topher.
Sorry,
Are you
what?
close enough?
Oh, Topher, yeah.
Touch him.
Topher.
Where?
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that.
Huh?
I forgot what class she was for a second. You come up to...
So bonus action dash or
No, you have to bonus action.
should I
think
spatial
I know.
rift?
You use Spatial Rift, yeah.
Okay, so I get to here, and because I can't move any further because of my movement, I Terra rift into.
It's not a
tearing
teleport,
a
it's
hole
literally
in the
like
universe
she's
for
tearing
you.
a hole in the
Whoa.
like, void.
I tear a hole.
It's like a portal, yeah.
And I walk through it, and then I'm.
Because like
Right
when
next
she
to you.
like lifts up her arm and the tear is there, there's another tear over where she's going,
Aw.
and she walks through.
Does she recognize who I am?
She knows who you are, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you
So
earlier.
then what are you doing?
I am going to do cleansing void,
Don't kill.
and I'm going
You
to.
have to admit,
I've
it would be very
reflavored a lot of her
interesting.
spells.
Interesting in what way?
So I'm gonna do
Making up
cleansing void, and I'm gonna say the exact same thing that Gen said, and I'm gonna say protect the innocent.
because I'm assuming you're innocent.
Aw,
Because I don't know any better. And so you are going to get 1d8. So, what is my spellcasting modifier?
Should be 6. It's your charisma plus proficiency.
My charisma. Yeah, plus. Okay, so plus 8. So you get 13 hit points back.
Oh, sweet.
So
I'm
yeah,
up.
you're not dying. You're still on the ground. You're still prone, but you're not dying, and you have 13 hit points.
You
Awesome.
have 13 hit points left. You don't have to make that saving throw.
Thank you.
Bells.
Yeah.
So I feel like at this point, like I was super like happy, like I healed him. It was all good.
And then like the freaking
yeah.
cloud of just ice bursts through. You take a shit ton of damage. You're fucking not doing good. You have jagged ice in you, and Berthold right in front of you.
I
is
feel like
dead.
I'm kind of in shock, so I'm gonna like try to like warm him up, even though I really know he's dead, but I don't want to admit it. Kind of, I'm just gonna take my turns, kind of doing that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what happens. It's shit. Which
Poor
one's which? This one.
Hands guy whose name I know.
We're up to that. Wolf again already. Okay. Wolf's gonna just attack you.
Didn't that one just attack me?
Did I do the wrong one?
I think you did the wrong one, because that one, like, literally,
Yeah,
like, that's
Jack-
that's the one that was
attack
attacking
just a
me.
second ago.
Okay. Then this one's gonna attack. I mixed them up. So there's
No,
5
it's okay.
fucking
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Fine. I just want to make sure I don't get attacked again.
Where did that fucking go?
Just stick him on.
Both of the attacks hit you.
Yeah.
Wait, no. What the second one?
Topher's gonna help you guys so much. You don't even know.
But a new character could, too.
Okay,
So
7
terrible.
slash.
if Topher dies, I'm bringing
did you
Zolter
really?
back.
No!
Yeah, you do it.
Okay.
As
How
cool
much
as
do
just
you-
coming
I
out.
healed him 13.
Traumatizing.
So you're not dying right now. That's
No.
good.
He has 13. He has more
Tower
hit
off.
points than I do.
Little
Amy,
bat.
come back.
Toweroth is just gonna fucking teleport as well and run.
Oh, bye, Towel.
Can I yell?
Protect the innocent.
As he leaves, can I say that's not what I meant?
It's
amazing.
Kalen's turn.
We also talked about how this prince ran away and then didn't help with the werewolves at all and just killed people.
Attacked his own people,
Yeah.
attacked his own guard.
Anyway, just
Kalen's turn.
Didn't do shit against werewolves.
yeah.
He
He's
doesn't
gonna
care.
run around here and just attack, like run out here.
You can attack or is he
Watch
going
him
to
get
heal
the
him?
credit for this though.
Oh, he would.
Probably.
I don't care, as long as they're dead.
Do you care about the other ones?
Holy shit, it's
About
so
the
many
other
spells.
ones,
Not
He's gonna
really.
do that.
Like, that would have been.
You can care for us.
I'll do the most caring.
I just like hitting stuff.
I'll be the more empathetic.
I'm above
Or-
all of this.
Why is his weapons not
Literally.
equipped?
I don't know, babe. You're the one that's in charge of this.
Takes 12 points of damage. And it's sheathed in booming energy.
Ooh.
But it's actually looking pretty bad. It's the werewolf's turn is going to... Oh yeah, it's the other werewolf's turn is going to attack you. 1 hits. You have to do a Constitution saving throw. Velcro.
Oh, you.
Con save. You take 6, reduced to 3 piercing
I fail?
damage. No, you take
Or
3 piercing damage, but you have to do a con save.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, you pass.
Okay.
You are not cursed.
Yay.
Again.
I could have handled it.
And now it's the last group is getting out of there. Very lucky that they didn't fucking take
Cold
damage from the dragon, yes. And then it's Gen's turn.
Right. So, real quick. So, since I've been seeing Guy.
Yeah.
Like, removing curses and stuff, can I tell if he's able to remove these two guys' curses? Even though they've
Technically,
rolled
yes.
So I do know that. My character.
Do an Arcana check.
Ah, shit.
Nope, you don't know then. Oh shit means you don't know.
I mean, if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. Alright, I'll do Katana. Ah, shit again.
That's a 9.
Nope.
And in order to use key, it has to hit. Right?
No, you can do it.
So I'll use my key to do Tonto Blade. 24 and 14.
Yep. 24 plus 8.
Five plus 8.
13. Okay, he's bleeding, he lashes down at you.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Natural 20.
Oh! Lucky me.
You take 6 plus 8. It's 14.
Okay, I'm not done yet. I'm getting there. I'm like right there.
Your turn.
Okay. How wounded is the werewolf there?
That one is pretty bad. Like,
Yeah, and you have to spend your movement
Like,
getting up.
like.
you spend
half your movement
you have
to
spend
get
half
up.
your movement to get up.
I feel like since you're 5 feet away from him, that is probably not that crucial to you, though.
I'm right next.
Yeah, you run next.
I know.
So you
Oh,
can stand up.
Does that mean you're 5 feet away?
Yeah, I stand up.
Yeah, you stand up.
Wait, is Kyle? This is gonna be really
Do
stupid.
something.
Yeah.
Well, could I do a really like cool badass thing, but it would only do like maybe 1 damage?
What?
Slap it across
Would
the
it
face.
die in 1 damage?
No.
God damn it. Okay,
Definitely
fine.
not.
I will not use my cool attack then. You know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't.
How cool is it if it only does
It's
1
not.
damage?
It's not that
It's
cool.
the
It's
worst
just funny.
thing. It's just funny. Okay, but he's pretty bloodied.
Yeah.
Throw sand at him.
Sand
No.
attack.
Chlamydia sand.
No more.
Not again.
We're not doing that again. No.
And that werewolf, is it pretty bad or
The one in front of you, yeah.
the one
In front
behind
of-
me?
Wait.
Not behind me. The
The
one
one
next
closest
to
to-
next
No,
to
it's
Ann.
not. It's
Okay.
just got bloody.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a pro gamer move here.
We're gonna do what's called a pro game.
Pro
I'm
gamer
gonna
move.
run away.
Self-destructs.
I'm gonna chain
Should have real programmer
dissonant
move.
whispers and hit both of them.
Yep.
I'm thinking of.
They must make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
They both fail.
Nice. So 3d6. What are the d6 I can use?
Yeah. There's plenty more.
I just need 3. So
Did it? Yes, it gave you a
13.
6.
13.
Yeah.
The one in front of you is
good for other
dead.
Yeah.
people.
Sweet.
I'm like, yeah.
This
no,
one's
this
just
guy
falling to the
did
ground.
that.
If you fail, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
The other one is
Oh, and then if it takes if it failed the save, it also has to move as far away from me as it can.
Yeah.
Is that on its turn or right now?
Like right now.
Oh, do I get opportunity?
Yes, you do.
Nice.
Kill it.
12?
12 hits.
You guys have like hit the AC barely so many times.
I know.
8.
Is that its hit points?
Oh, it has 9 hit points.
No!
That's all.
It like falls to its knees and it's like not like actually falls to its knees, but it stumbles and is like struggling.
It's gonna run onto the crowd.
Yay.
Everyone is outside technically.
Exactly what we need
I'm gonna get
right
as
now.
close to it as I can, and then I'm just gonna chuck my other hand axe at it.
Okay. Probably just like so you can actually see it like that.
Yeah.
Because these are stands technically.
End this, bro.
Hit it. Hit it.
Push it, push it.
10 does not hit.
Nope.
No!
No.
I can walk.
Okay.
Unless you're doing something else.
I don't think I can do
I don't
anything else,
think
can I?
you can. No.
Well, I mean,
Any
I've
bonus
used both my
actions?
pistols.
Yeah, you can't shoot.
I'm not close enough to.
You can bonus action dash. You're a rogue.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
You can 1,
block
2,
it.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't. He's one away. You can't actually hit it.
Do you have anything you can throw at it?
He already used his pistols.
Throw your
Throw
pistol.
your pistol. I just chuck my pistol at it.
You can throw your
You can
pistol.
have that as
point
an
now.
unarmed strike.
Like legit, you can throw your pistol at it. You have to roll to hit it.
If it gets to your turn, you know
If
what
it's
to
my
do.
turn, I can do it.
Ooh, 19.
It hits and dies from you throwing it.
Yeah!
Sick.
And it just like falls forward as it's running. And then another gigantic breath attack comes through.
God. And
Right.
just.
It doesn't actually know where it goes, so I'm just gonna roll. Because otherwise I'm gonna metagame it too much.
Yeah. If it hits me, it hits me. Is all I'm saying.
No, it hits this right here. I rolled a 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, middle is 5. So it just comes through here, but it's like not stopping.
Yeah. Clearly.
So it is Anethra's turn. What the hell are you doing?
I want to. Okay,
Kaylin actually looks at you and is like, we need to get the hell out of here.
okay, I'm going to go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I see the dragon or can I see the prince?
No, you can't see anything. It's like, I mean, like, you could, when it came through with the breath attack, you could see it.
Like a shadow or something.
White.
No, you could
Their
see it in the
belly.
opening, but, like, you can't, it's gone as soon as it flies over you. You're still
Okay.
technically in the
Yeah,
canopy.
it's time right now.
Okay. Then can I bonus action spatial rift again?
Yeah.
And get outside the tent
Uh-huh.
to see the.
Yeah, you can see it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to scream in Draconic. I'm still in my void form, FYI. I'm going to, put my shield and my sword out, and I'm going to scream in Draconic and just say, "Stop it!"
Okay.
I make note.
Bæl,
You
it's
speak
your turn.
Draconic.
My turn?
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep standing there. I don't. Yeah.
You're not even gonna try to leave?
Oh,
he's in
right, yeah,
shock.
sorry. I'm gonna start
Are you gonna
dragging
drag
his
it?
body.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not as far.
Yeah, you can.
Free as,
Well, this is dead,
well,
so you
I
can,
guess
like,
I
move
can dash,
here.
so I can move a full 6
Yeah,
with
you can
him.
move
But
You
here.
can dash.
I mean,
Well, anyone can dash in action, but Kaelin is like, yeah, everyone, we need to get out now. I don't think this is going to stop. And he just comes over here and is just ushering everyone out, like GTFO right now. Is everyone going to follow him? Because otherwise we'll
I
just
have a
like stop
quick
combat.
question.
Yeah, I just want to leave.
Yes.
But I do want to get my hand axes.
I'll make sure.
Yeah, you can pick up your hand axes
a pistol.
and your pistol. You doing anything in particular?
Well, I screwed up here.
I mean, you can't retcon anything. But
No, I don't. I can't retcon anything, but I maybe I can fix it.
Yes.
But I don't want to reveal it.
Just reveal it.
Okay.
If you have to. If like you don't have to. Like you got everyone's leaving, the dragon's still attacking.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if it's not relevant to that, just you leave.
Then let's just leave.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys leave.
Oh.
You're kind of dragging. Does anyone help him drag the body?
I'll help him drag it.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just throw him.
And you guys
I'll
just like
throw-
start leaving.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can I just pick him up with like one arm and
Yeah,
like,
you can.
throw him over my shoulder and just walk
Yeah.
out?
And just.
You guys like start
Yeah.
leaving. Kaelin is like ushering you in a specific direction, like out of the carnival to the west, and that's what we're gonna call it because it's really late.